All right, y'all. We back. Chrisean and Blueface getting married. And like I said before, this stream is sponsored by HelloFresh. And I got to play this real quick for y'all since we got to come back. Let's get into it. Now, this video is sponsored by HelloFresh, all right? I want to thank them so much for the opportunity, but let's just get straight into it. You heard about HelloFresh before, and you've been wondering, is it okay for you? Is the food of quality? Is it okay for your diet? Well, I'm here to let you know, yes, you'll be okay. HelloFresh has your back, all right? Now listen up. You can get delicious, nutritious, and food and meals of quality delivered straight to your door by America's #1 meal kit, all right? New year, new you. HelloFresh got your back with health conscientious meals, all right? Also, those seasonal meals, you might want to switch it up for summertime, wintertime. They have those specialty recipes just for you. And my favorite part is you can actually choose what you want in your meal. I see a lot of these places, they give you a meal and you just kind of have to accept what they give you. No. You want more veggies, you want more protein, you can make all of those selections in each meal from HelloFresh, and I think that's the best part of this. Now, I need y'all to do me a huge favor. Try HelloFresh today. Just click the link in the description below and get 21 free meals plus free shipping. And try HelloFresh today. Thank y'all so much for your time. Thank you, HelloFresh. Let's get back to the video. All right. Make sure y'all check out that link in the description. And if y'all don't know, because we had to stop and come right back, ChriseanRock is reportedly getting married to Blueface this week. Now, I should have said this before. They supposedly are getting married tomorrow. They're supposedly getting married tomorrow on a Friday. Now, if y'all don't know, they did an interview with Jason Lee recently, and you see this is on Hollywood Unlocked. I was wondering, are they gonna get married on camera? Is it gonna be a part of Hollywood Unlocked? Are they gonna choose one of these social media platforms to get married on? Because if you ask me, like I said earlier, I think they got the bag to get married. And if they got the bag to get married, it would make sense for it to be filmed and highly televised. I could see them getting married on stream and it being one of the most ghetto weddings of all time. And, we are black. Well, at least some of us are black. And look, we seen some ghetto weddings, but could you imagine ChriseanRock and Blueface getting married? Blueface X, she show up, her and Chrisean start fighting. I could see Chrisean fighting in a wedding dress. I could see that clear as day. Chrisean fighting in her wedding dress with blood and wine and food all over her dress. But don't forget she pregnant too, because we keep seeing Chrisean fighting while she's pregnant. I never seen a pregnant woman get into more physical altercations than ChriseanRock. But if they are getting married tomorrow, this has to be streamed and this has to be highly televised. It would be a mistake if it's not. It would be a mistake if it's not. I don't know who gave them the bag and told them to get married. I hope they flipping the whole bill. I hope they paying for Chrisean's wedding dress. Now, in this wedding dress she had on in this video, if I could pause it real quick, because I got to see her smiling and cheesing. Now, you see Chrisean. That wedding dress don't look that bad. That's another thing I meant to mention. At least she got a decent wedding dress on. It ain't something that looked like, I don't know, something that came from, what's one of them little penny stores that the females be shopping at? At least it don't look like he came from Marshall's. ABC Warehouse, wherever Chrisean's Baltimore ghetto ass would get a dress from, at least the dress looked decent. She got a little white dress on. And, just all jokes aside, it would be smart for her to get married right now. She can fit into a dress she ain't too chubby if she is pregnant. Because we got to keep putting this question mark on whether or not she really is pregnant or if she ain't pregnant. But I would like to see this live. I don't know if it's going to be on Hollywood Unlocked. I don't know where it's going to be at, but I want to see it. I want to see all the mayhem. I want to see all the ghetto going back and forth. I want to see Blueface's baby mamas talking about some, I object. I want to see all of that. It needs to be the most entertaining wedding of all time. So, you know, congratulations to them. I did get into Blueface's mama, but the audio had cut out. So I might want to run this back. Like I said earlier, Blueface's mama is still on the hype train that Chrisean is not pregnant.
That the pregnancy was fake. Well, based on the evidence, I put the evidence on the table, and it didn't come back inconclusive. I think the pregnancy is fake too. Yeah, when you got 2 million people watching you, I said I wasn't gonna get into this, but here y'all go, asking me these weird questions. Then you be like,
she always talking about what she ain't gonna get into. You've been into Blueface even before Chrisean got into the picture. I would see Blueface's mama like always online, going live. She's like the female LeVar Ball. Remember when LeVar Ball was on ESPN and on TV all the time talking about his sons? My son's gonna be better than LeBron. My son's gonna be better than Michael Jordan. That's Blueface's mama. But you never know if she on Blueface's side or if she going against him. Some days she rocking with her son. Other days she ain't effing with him.
why you answer it then? Yeah, when you got 2 million people following you, you got to do the most. You can't, like, flick running through no hospital. You can't do that. You got to come correct. I said the pregnancy was fake. Well, based on the evidence, I put the evidence on the table, and it didn't come back inconclusive. I think the pregnancy is fake, too. Come correct. And me as a black mama, I ain't fixing to let you trick my babies like that. No, ma'am. And them fake pregnancy tests. Let's talk about the fake pregnancy test, y'all. Did y'all see that? Somebody sent me that you get 3 come in a pack. What a coincidence! You get.
Now, if y'all remember, when Chrisean was first getting married, Chrisean not getting married, when she first said she was pregnant, pregnancy test, she had like 3 different tests, right? She had 3 different tests. This was the picture. The picture was 3 different tests. Now, Blueface mama saying it's ways you can basically trick the system and have 3 different fake tests, which I guess would make some sense. Because, why would you need, I don't know, how many pregnancy tests do you gotta take before you pregnant, right? And then it do kind of seem a little fishy, because you went to the hospital. If you go to the hospital, do you need to take the pregnancy test? Like, I thought the pregnancy test was something you do without going to the hospital. And remember, she went to the hospital, so I'm like, did you need to go to the hospital? Or when you find out you pregnant, do you go to the hospital? I don't know. All I know about is the clinic. I'm just being real with y'all.
Get 3 pregnancy tests, y'all, in a pack, and they come already positive. So when you pee on them, do you know how much money I would have made? Do you know how much money I would have made back in the day? I would have been pregnant every Thursday. If we had them pregnancy tests that y'all got, it ain't no reason for y'all to be broke out here. It ain't no reason for y'all to be broke out here. Come correct.
thanks for letting us know you a hustler, Mama Blue. And before the live cut off, I meant to tell y'all, or I probably said it. Look at her wrist. Look at her wrist. Her wrist is just really iced out. She got a big fat ring on. Like I said, I don't remember her having all of this really nice jewelry before the reality TV show. Cause she on the TV show, she always like to sound like she above all of the ghetto nonsense. But she on the TV show with Blueface and Chrisean arguing. Blueface talking about he gonna fight his brother over Chrisean. You sitting there watching it, getting jumbled up. I don't know how old this woman is, but she seemed like she got to be of 50, at least 50, right? Yo old behind getting into a whole bunch of young niggas tussling. But you always want to get on camera talking about some, I don't want to be involved with the nonsense. I can't tell, baby. I can't tell. Now, let's get into where we left off. Chrisean got into it with Bobby Lights because Bobby Lights hit her with a nice, I thought it was a cool tweet. He said, "Hey Chrisean, I don't think you're ready to have a baby. Maybe one day in the future, but right now, I don't think this is the time." And see, another thing is when you think about, I don't know what they doing. Is it fake drama? Are they really fighting? Are they really abusive? Are they doing it for clout? Whatever. But I just don't think that's an environment that's for a child. I keep letting y'all know, if you do not know, Blueface has never brought any of his children around Chrisean. Which is kind of ironic to me because now you about to have a baby with her. It's not making sense, all right? But whatever.
I don't even know where to start with you. You are a work of art, my love. First, you said, hold on, let's see. I want to address everything you said, and I want to respond because I don't have your number. And I'm not going to text Lemmy for anything because it's not that serious. I said what I said, and I still feel the same what I feel. But you took it so wrong, and you felt the need to call me a gay nigga, which is fine because I am gay.
I want to pause that too. Because, now in this LGBTQ, world we live in, if I called him a gay nigga, it'll be niggas all in my DMs like, yo, you said that. But I notice females can get away with the homophobic stuff, and it's cool. Just saying.
You then went on to say how we both work for the same man, but and that you I'm not getting paid what you're getting paid. You don't know. First of all, that may be true. I mean, you right now are a hot commodity. Everyone is literally watching your life down spiral. So I can see why you probably will be getting paid a shitload of money to.
You saw the shade. I peeped that shade. Everybody's watching your life go down into a down spiral. That was shade. If y'all don't know, that's the shade.
Gaslighting you. Say is you tell me something you could probably take care of my ugly ass. That's how I know you really aren't ready for a baby. Like, that has nothing to do. Money doesn't mean that you're ready for a baby. I was saying that with love because I feel like everybody on the internet is just gaslighting you. Everyone is making you feel like it's gonna be okay because here, it's okay, my sweet baby, it's gonna be okay. Don't worry. It will be okay, but shouldn't nobody be enabling your behavior? You just announced you're pregnant 72 hours ago, and you already been in 2 altercations. One at the premiere to your show. You're supposed to be there with some type of class and grace, but no, you.
Oh, so she was at the premiere of that show when she punched. Y'all remember that was her first altercation. No, that might have been her second altercation. Because 24 hours after this nigga was pregnant, She got into 2 fights. And then when that's the one where she punched somebody and she was on the red carpet and she was walking up like she was Crip. She was like, she punched the nigga. I think she said on Crip. I don't know.
Fighting people on your red carpet. My love, you're not ready for a baby. And that's all I had to say. I just had to say you're not ready for a baby. But for you to get so mad and say the things you said on live shows you got in your feelings for no reason. Because at the end of the day, I thought, I don't know. You give me like you can take criticism because you be rude as fuck to everybody else.
That's a fact. To your future husband too. That nigga say something, she be grabbing Blueface by the chain and by the collar and shit. she be grabbing on Blueface like she ain't got no respect for that man. You know, I look at Chrisean sometimes and I'm like, would you put your hands on your mama and your daddy like that? Would you, and not only, would you touch your child like that? So when your kid get bad, you gonna manhandle your kid, pick him up and slam your kid like you slammed that little person on Cenat stream? You gonna pick your kid up and rock bottom your kid on the couch or something?
You tear the people shit up and then you be like, you got money, fix it. So I feel like you can take a simple tweet that I gave you. I didn't curse. I didn't say anything disrespectful. And I said at the end, I believe in you. Chrisean, I love you. I love you and I'm praying for you. And it's nothing personal. Maybe I should have hit you up personally, but I don't have your number. And if I would have DM'd you, you would have went the fuck off on me.
You know what? Something I want to point out too. As we put her new music video in the background, I'm not gonna play it in the words of Drake. It sound better on mute. This is her new video. And see, this is another thing. In this video, this is the same video where she got pulled out of no jumper. She was kicking and screaming and she broke the TV. Well, they was shooting a music video. And this is why I be telling y'all, I don't know what's real and what's fake when it comes to these niggas. Because in this same little clip, you going to see the clip from No Jumper. And she played the clip in her video. Look at this. But I thought that was real when you was crying and you was getting kicked out. Was this just a stunt for your video? Seemed like it to me. But my point is this. You notice every time somebody addresses Chrisean, nobody has really like did a Dr. Phil deep dive on everything she's doing wrong. And what I mean is, when I say everybody, I mean celebrities, right? You know, it's a whole bunch of people on TikTok talking about how toxic she is. You know, it's about a lot of people on Twitter talking about how ghetto and, you know, how bad this relationship is. But when it comes to celebrities, you notice when Chrisean come around, you saw Diddy loving and hugging on her, talking about, I'm a big fan. He said nothing about Blueface. He said nothing about, you know, all the trauma he see this girl going through on the internet, which lets me kind of know too, like, oh, because a nigga like Diddy, he know fake content when he see it. He know the Mona Scott type of vibes when he see it. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind indulging in it, making lives about it, talking about it. I don't mind. But, you know, I just wonder, you know, I always wonder why, like, nobody ever tells Chrisean or tries to pull her aside and be like, hey, yo, you know you wilding out. Is the check worth it? You know, what's really going on with y'all? Or maybe people have, and her answer is like, yo, it's all entertainment. Now, Chrisean also went online to let us know about what kind of parent she's going to be. I think this is good for a lot of people because we get to know what type of parent she's going to be. In a minute, she's going to need to drop a live about what kind of wife she going to be. She need to drop that. I need to know what kind of wife you going to be, Chrisean. All right?
I'm about to get high. So, no.
First joke, talking about you getting high, but you pregnant.
I'm about to go party. I'm about to, yeah, it's like, no. What if I just, Like, no. I can't do nothing no more. That's crazy. You just can't eat. All you want to do is eat. Yeah, I just want to eat. Eat. I know, I'm playing. It's like, damn, I can't do shit.
I hate to say this about a human being, but she strike me as the type to be like, F this baby, light that blunt up. Light that blunt up, nigga. F these kids, nigga.
No drinking, duh. Can't wait till my titties get fatter. My stomach get fatter. Do a baby make you hornier? I'm about to get high.
I'm about to get high. Could you imagine this being your baby mama and you just hear that? I'm about to get high.
A baby make you hornier?
I don't know. When I'm on my period, I get horny.
Well, I'm not on my period, yo. I got a baby in myself.
I don't know. How would I?
I be feeling like it get me extra wet too.
You know, it's not. You know, when you hear a woman say, "Ooh, that make me wet," it sounds a lot better. You know, if the girl didn't just burp, you ain't hear her burp. She put out a loud ass burp. She strike me as the type of girl that be eating and just like start farting, like she lift up her leg and fart. I
know, I can't wait. I'm gonna be taking my kids to school, helping with them homeworks and shit. Be a mom I never had.
Right, breakfast in the morning.
What the fuck?
I mean, you already make breakfast.
I know, that's crazy. It's like baby. Blue's a whole baby. I got my practice in with that nigga.
She gonna be the mama that she never had. God bless her, man. God bless her. God bless her. We gonna be looking out tomorrow to see if they get married. I got a feeling it's gonna be on Hollywood Unlocked. I got a feeling they getting married on Hollywood Unlocked. I don't know why. I just think so. Everything I'm seeing, I can see what's his name? I forget the dude's name who run that. But Jason Lee. I can see Jason Lee putting on some type of fake wedding for them. And live streaming it on YouTube and Instagram, and you know, I don't know. That's what I'm feeling, and I think somebody gave them a bag, and I hope it was a big bag, cause you know, but look, these days, do you have to get really married? You can put a ring on somebody's finger and say you married. Do it got to be a legal marriage? Because for TV, do you need documents for a legal marriage? I don't think so. Now, we going to move on from Chrisean and Blueface because Chris Brown was in the news, all right? And I keep doing this to my nose like I'm on coke or something. I don't know why Chris Brown get on the screen. I start feeling like I'm on coke. I'm messing with my nose. You know, see, if y'all don't know, one of the ways when I was on the come up on YouTube, I used to be the nigga always making videos about Chris Brown doing crack. And I will always tell people, I don't think Chris Brown do crack. He be doing backflips and all type of stuff on stage. I never thought he was a crackhead, but I always would think it was funny when he would be put into predicaments. You know, like he would be doing like this. And he'll come up and he has some white powder on his nose. I don't know if that means you doing crack. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I would just make the joke. But a lot of people, they still hate me to this day because they feel like I was the one pushing Chris Brown doing crack. I deleted a lot of those videos too because I felt bad. But, you know, it's just a coincidence. Chris Brown get on the screen, my nose start feeling funny. I don't know. Now, yesterday, Chris Brown, he decided, and let me tell you something. The IRS, see, right now, the beginning of the year, you know, you better be paying your taxes, especially if you got some money. You know, we all do little stupid stuff. You know, and we think we can post on social media, but trust me, they be watching. So this is what Chris Brown posted yesterday.
Department store outside of my house. Let me show y'all what this look like. Excuse me, my brother, my fault. Just so y'all see, man. There's still more, you feel me? So all that fake cap about y'all got drip, man.
Now he got a lot of stuff in there. And I don't know if y'all know, back in the day, he was like one of the first people I saw who had, you know, these entire rooms. Like he had an entire room just full of sneakers, bro. I might be able to pull that up. Chris Brown closet. Chris Brown closet was immaculate. Like, it was crazy. Like, he was one of the people that made me like want to be like, oh, I want a whole bunch of shoes. Because he had so many shoes. It was crazy. I don't know, like when you young, you get to that point where you like, I want to have a room just full of shoes. So this is like a picture of his closet. I don't need all of this. So you can take me out of this. I just need that picture. This is like a room, just a closet where he had full of rooms. But this ain't even the one I saw when I was growing up. This might be the one. Yeah, this is the one I saw. This is it. This is what he used to have. Just like all of this stuff. All of these shoes. All of these clothes. Like, he do got it like that. I mean, obviously, he been making so much money for so many years. I'm not surprised he got all of this stuff. But he was flexing on the gram yesterday.
Man, come see me, you heard me?
Telling niggas come see him, and just 24 hours later, this story breaks about your boy Chris Breezy. The best thing to do is assume, right? You better assume they always watching. The story is that Chris Brown must pay $4 million in back taxes to the IRS or his California home will be seized. Now, I don't know if y'all can see this house. It's a Chris Brown house, because y'all know Chris Brown, he love to draw, so he done spray painted the whole house. You know, he put his own twist on it. I don't know, y'all let me know if y'all doing that to your house, because I like to draw and stuff too. I'm a really good artist. I don't know if I'm doing all of that to my house, though, you know what I'm saying? But that's Chris Brown swag. And, yeah, they said if he don't pay these taxes, they gonna take his house. Now, I'm going to keep it 1,000 with y'all. In my opinion, I think this is just like a error. He might have had the wrong team handling his taxes. Because, you know, people like this, he's not on TurboTax doing his taxes. And let's be honest. How much is a Chris Brown tour making? He might be making $2 million every city. He at least $1 million plus every tour date, if you ask me. I think he got this money, but he just had somebody, you know, who really wasn't handling his taxes the right way. It says, according to reports, Brown was hit with a tax bill in a total of, a little over $4 million. I'm not gonna put out that long ass number. $4,044,596.76, stemming from a federal tax lion, from another little over $2 million, another one that was over $1 million. I'm guessing you put that together, it comes out to that $4 million, and that was in 2022. He also was hit with a state California tax of almost $1 million, $739,000. And the state taxes will hit you too. I just feel like Chris Brown, he should have this. You know, like I really can't believe that Chris Brown has squandered all of his money. He can't have sniffed that much coke. I'm just being real. I'm just being real with y'all. This nigga can't have sniffed. He can't have, bro. What is his what's Chris Brown net worth? He can't have sniffed that much coke, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's Chris Brown net worth? They saying his net worth is $50 million. If y'all can see this. Net worth $50 million. I'm gonna go to it's a lot of these sites. I'm gonna check another one and see what they say. I think everybody's saying 50 million. Everybody's saying 50 million. Net worth 50 million. And I've been thinking about this since Justin Bieber sold his catalog the other day. At this point, I think Chris Brown catalog, what y'all think his catalog is worth? Justin Bieber got 200 million. I think Chris Brown, just because of how long he been in the game, he could probably get close to 200 too, if you ask me. So regardless, I'll just put that to say, how much is he making off streaming? I think he making close to 7 figures off streaming his music alone on Spotify, Apple Music, all of that. He should have $4 million, if you ask me. Blueface and Rock is just doing it for clout. This is how they getting paid. Yeah, I'll go back for 2 seconds. My theory right now is that they getting married on some type of live stream tomorrow. Somebody's paying them. This is gonna go into their next season of their show, and we gonna see what it is. If you want to hear me talk a little more about it, I think you can rewind the live. But I ain't mad at you. I think the same thing. It's all for clout when it comes to them. We know that. And see, how people are clout chasers when everybody want to accuse somebody else of a clout chaser, because every time Chrisean say somebody is clout chasing, that shit burns my bridges. That's some old nigga stuff. It burns my britches, because it's like, bro, you the biggest clout chaser. But back to this. If Chris Brown don't have $4 million right now, something went totally wrong. But I think the fact that this ain't a real big story today, and I just think if you got common sense, Chris Brown should have about 4 million sitting somewhere. He got 4 million in his house somewhere under a jacket. But I do have to be responsible and let y'all know, you never know. You really never know. And especially in this game, they said Usain Bolt, the runner, what's his name? Usain Bolt. He was like the runner. Yeah, Usain Bolt. Apparently, he got caught up in some scam. Jamaican officials turned to the FBI to help probe $12 million fraud of targeting Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt, he got caught in some scam where somebody stole like $13 million from him, and they left like $40,000 in his bank account. So I guess you really never know. Sometimes you can have somebody scam you out of a whole bunch of money, and I hope that didn't happen to Chris Brown. But we just gonna keep our prayers up for Chris Brown. All jokes aside, I don't think he's on crack, by the way. So I hope none of Chris Brown friends, as little as I am, it'd be funny how niggas always want to hit me up about something I say about a celebrity. Nigga, I'm nobody. I don't even have 100,000 subscribers, y'all. Like, leave me alone. Anyway, you should have saw them niggas mad at me about something I said about Lil Boosie like last year. Oh my God. Anyway, I did a video on this last night. Mr. Light Skin himself, your boy Matt Barnes, was at the 49ers and the Cowboys game, and a nigga lost his damn mind. He spit on somebody. Now, I'm going to play the clip again for y'all. It said I got more subs than you. Hey, look, you might have more views than me, because I be getting in trouble on YouTube. That's why sometimes y'all see it go up and down. I don't know what I be doing. I'm still learning, still trying to figure stuff out. So don't think subscribers mean nothing, because I'm still trying to figure YouTube out. I be I'm hoping I get off punishment soon. I'm on punishment on YouTube right now, but I still do it. I ain't getting paid, to do anything. Shout out to HelloFresh. They looking out for a nigga, but I still come do it for the love. It don't matter if it's, millions of people watching like it was during the Tory Lanez trial, or if it's 5 people watching. I'm still gonna do it because, I do it because I really care about people. Just like I said, hey, I hope Chris Brown is getting it together. And we gonna stick back to Matt Barnes. Now, I heard some people saying his sister was defending him spitting on his new fiance's ex. Now, I pulled this up yesterday. I should have saved the pictures. Did I save the pictures? I feel like I did. Save the picture. Let me see. I got them on my desktop. I think I got them on my desktop. These are the pictures of Matt Barnes' old fiance. Oh, did I save him? I didn't save him. Okay. So I gotta look him up again. Matt Barnes and his fiance. And it was funny, like in the video yesterday, I saw some of y'all in the comments saying y'all felt like Matt Barnes' fiance looked better when she was chubby. People said she looked better when she was chubby back in the day. I didn't think so. I thought she looked a little better now. So this is his fiance right now. Matt Barnes, his fiance. She looked really good. Now she looked older, but I showed people this picture, and they was like, "Nah, she looked better in the pink." Now don't get me wrong, she's a lot younger, and she's still pretty as a little more heavy set. I think this was after she just had a baby. She's still fine regardless. But I think sometimes women get older. She might be in her prime right now. Something like that. Something like that. You knock out somebody's front teeth spitting on people. Yes, but see, Matt Barnes lucky this nigga ain't try to kill him. And I hate to even put that out there, but I'm telling you, it's people who done died from getting spit on. Some people do not play that spitting stuff the same way as everybody else. I done got spit on before. Look, I hate to admit it. I've spit on somebody before. Maybe that's because niggas in the comments talking about, you light skinned too. Am I light skinned? Y'all see the 360s. I got to get in line up. But am I light skinned? I don't think I'm that light skinned. I think I'm the same color as Matt Barnes' girl. Okay? If you ask me, I don't think I'm like light skinned like Matt Barnes, but I might be a little light skinned too, because I ain't gonna lie. I spit on a nigga before. I spit on about 2 niggas before. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I tell y'all real, I spit on my uncle one time. I probably shouldn't be saying this. I spit on my uncle one time. Nigga pissed me off. I don't know what it was. I was young, 19. You know when you get into that age where you like, I'm gonna fight all my father figures. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna fight all the niggas who I looked up to. That was what I was in. And I spit on my uncle. We got into a tussle. And even I would say I'm lucky that my uncle ain't try to kill me. I'm lucky that another individual, I think I spit on somebody at school. I'm lucky these people ain't in my life. Do not go around if you younger watching this, don't go around spitting on niggas. Cause you really get lucky if you find yourself surviving that altercation. Especially in today's world, people killing people over females in general. You talk to my girl, I saw you in my girlfriend Instagram DMs. Niggas pulling up with the strap. But anyway, so this is Matt Barnes' fiance's ex, the chubby set guy. And that's who Matt Barnes spit on. Now, I'm showing y'all this picture because this dude used to play football. I don't think he was a professional. I think he was like a really good college football player, if my understanding is correct. But I will tell you this. These big dudes like this, these the ones you really got to watch out. See, when these type of niggas really get into they bag and they upset, I got to move to HelloFresh because it's black so y'all can see it. When these niggas like this really lose their mind, it can get really, really nasty. I tell my moms and people in my family about this story all the time. I remember I saw a nigga he was big, just a big football looking nigga just like this. And he almost killed this young dude in church one day because he found out this young dude was messing with his wife. And I'm telling you, He dragged this young dude from the back of the church to the front of the church, out the door, up and down the sidewalk, almost into a main street. And he was so big, I'm going to be honest with you, we couldn't really, it was men in there. I was too young to stop him, so I'm saying but the men in there, they really couldn't stop him. Because I'm telling you, when you got your mind on doing something and you that big, you got to shoot him to put him down. If he really was on that level. And I saw this dude, he was almost choking the life out of this kid. He was crying, my wife, my wife, my wife. These are not the niggas you want to play with. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, it's a rampage. It's a rampage. These are the niggas. And look, I know Matt Barnes, he's 6'7", he a big dude, he play basketball. I get it. You know, I see a lot of people since the whole Kwame Brown thing, and look, y'all know if y'all was around back then, another stage of my YouTube, whatever, if you can call it a career, was Kwame Brown. And I know I was helping kind of perpetuate this theme of Matt Barnes being soft. But do I think that Matt Barnes wouldn't throw a punch at somebody? I think so. Now, you know, some people might say, oh, Matt Barnes, he's soft, he ussy. You know, I don't think he would fight nobody. I think he would throw a punch, if you ask me. If you so crazy that you would smoke weed while you in the NBA, because him and Steven Jackson, they admit that they was getting high while they was in the NBA. So these niggas was in the playoffs getting high. So if you was betting on playoff games while Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson was in the league, you know why you was losing some games sometimes. Because these niggas was high as hell. They rolling up. They sitting up there with the raw trays. They got their raw trays before the game, rolling up. And you wondering why you lost all your money in game 7. Because these niggas was getting high. And if you that stupid to be smoking and risking tens of millions of dollars, I think you stupid enough to punch somebody, all right? So I don't think he that soft, but do I think he could have took this dude? Nah. Because all this dude got to do is slam Matt, and it's over. He picked that nigga up and he slammed him, it's over. And while I'm getting all deep into this hand-to-hand combat, like with this Mortal Kombat stream, please like the video, because I don't know if I'm rambling now. And look, I keep telling y'all, and I said this yesterday. Remember this? Remember when Derek Fisher started dating Matt Barnes' ex? And this is the girl that used to be on she used to be on Basketball Wives. And smooth ass Derek Fisher with the bald head, he slid in. He said, "Yeah, you tired of that curly head nigga, baby? Let me show you. Let me show you what these bald head niggas do. Let me show you how like Mike do it. That nigga Derek Fisher stole that nigga Matt Barnes' wife like he was Mike. He popped up in there like Jordan with the smooth shave head. With the little peach fuzz, nigga smiling. Look at her smiling. Look at them. She loved that nigga. And I was eating this nigga Matt Barnes up. Look at this nigga face right here. Take his ex out of there. Look at that face. That nigga was pissed. That nigga was pissed. Look at this. That's how he was looking like. Every time he would think about Derek Fisher with his wife, that's what he would look like. That nigga was pissed. He couldn't believe it. That nigga had the HelloFresh lemon on his mind. That nigga was sour. You see that vein popping out the side of this nigga head? He couldn't take it. So this nigga hopped in his Mercedes-Benz. I don't know why I think he was driving a Mercedes-Benz, but I would hope if you taking a 24-hour road trip to Los Angeles to fight a nigga, you would at least do it in style. And that nigga hopped in his Benz and he started playing his heartbreak playlist. 4 minutes. You know what I'm saying? What's some heartbreak songs? I got this icebox where my heart used to be. I'm so cold, I'm so cold, I'm so cold. That nigga was playing all the hits on his way to Derek Fisher's house and was about to fight him over this woman. He was about to fight over this woman. And then you got to keep in mind, too, at this time, they old niggas. They all old niggas. Let's just be real. I know we all old. Look, I'm 30 plus too, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying you too old to be fighting niggas in the street about, you know, who dating who. Okay? And he was ready to lose it all because his woman chose somebody else. Now, in this new situation, he's won. You won. This is your fiance. She's your woman. I don't care what her ex might have said to me. Oh, you a BS nigga, your hairline, your receding hairline, that weed you be smoking, all them Reggies you be smoking, you ain't smoking no loud, nigga. I hit it first. He might have hit him with the I hit it first. Niggas hate hearing that. I hit it first. He might have hit him with the I hit it first. Okay, he said he hit it first. Okay, he said, you know, I used to be backing that ass up. I used to be tearing that up, nigga. You got my leftovers, nigga. Little curly head, nigga. But she's your fiance. You chose her. You won. You won. She look good. She do look good. So Derek is 48. Yeah, they all old. And she do look good. To me, I keep telling y'all, when she was with this nigga, she was cute. She was really cute. You know, she looked like she could be on the Jamie Foxx show or something like that, right? She looked like she could be on the Fresh Prince show back in. This was in the 90s, right? I'm assuming. But I ain't gonna lie. You got the baddie now. Matt, it wasn't worth it, dog. Now, the craziest part about this story is this nigga Matt somehow got a judge to give him a restraining order. So I'm thinking, like, what must this dude have said to Matt Barnes that a judge was like, you know what? I know you spit on this nigga, but I'm still gonna give you a restraining order against this nigga. So now the nigga got spit on, and now he cannot legally come within a certain amount of feet. 100 yards. He can't go within 100 yards of Matt Barnes. And he had to wipe spit off his face from the game. Oh my God. If this ain't light-skinned nigga privilege, if that had been a dark-skinned nigga who would have spit on that nigga, he be locked up in jail. He be in jail looking like Young Thug and YSL. This is crazy, bro. Ain't any virgins walking this planet, it wouldn't bother me. Come on, man. It wouldn't bother me either. It wouldn't bother me either, man. But shout out to Matt Barnes. He won again, nigga. You won. You spit on this nigga. And you got a restraining order out against him. And it was a non-contact altercation. He said, let me see. He said, David had been trying to bait me to damage my reputation and hurt my career. All right, bro. Light-skinned niggas win again, boy. Y'all won again. Now, speaking of Young Thug, this shit was tough to watch yesterday, y'all. It was really tough to watch this yesterday. I felt really bad for my boy Young Thug. And I keep telling y'all, YSL as a clique, as a unit, you know, it's in shambles. It's in shambles. He probably made death threats to Matt Barnes, considering he's the father of that woman kids. Maybe. But you know, I think last year, or yeah, they was locked up. They've been locked up for a year. So I say 2021. If you would have asked Young Thug about his clique, if you would have asked him about YSL, he would have told y'all, oh, my niggas is strong. Me and my niggas gonna hold it down. We a unit. All my niggas got chains. They probably all had YSL chains. They probably all had the rollies and all of that. The tattoos. They thought YSL was gonna be around forever. What nothing gonna break us, nigga? Bad boys for life. They thought they was Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Bad boys for life. And just 2 years later or a year later, it all fell to hell. And now Young Thug is in court looking like this. Look at Young Thug, y'all. Look at Young Thug. He got his head like y'all don't feel for this brother. Look at this nigga, man. His lawyer just like, man, like he don't know what to do for this nigga. Look at this nigga. Just got his head. He got his head on the table. People walking around, they don't care. They ain't got no sympathy for him. And see, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know what Young Thug was doing. I don't know what his involvement was, right? Remember when 6ix9ine got locked up? They said 6ix9ine was putting hits on niggas. He said he wanted Chief Keef to get shot and da-da-da-da-da-da. It's a strong possibility that Young Thug didn't have nothing to do with any type of criminal activity that was going on with YSL. It's a strong chance that niggas was doing stuff on quote unquote his behalf that he didn't know nothing about. And I'm not saying he didn't know. He might have known it was some. He might have knew he was messing with some gangster niggas or some niggas who had, you know, stuff going on in the streets. Blah 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 blah. But he might not have known every little thing. He might have told some niggas, "Hey, y'all about to go shoot, bro? Don't do that, cause that's gonna come back on me." And now what's crazy is all the niggas who was doing all the dirt, they probably took plea deals. And now everything is left on Young Thug's feet. You gonna do the time for these murders. You gonna do the time for these crimes. And they want him to buckle and fold. And if you ask me, when he's sitting there with his head on there, I'm praying that, you know, the man stay strong. Because if Young Thug stay strong, but see, it's like how many years you gonna get? Because I don't know if he looking at 5-10 years. He might be looking at football numbers. And if he come out as an old man, unfortunately, y'all know how the rap game is. Nobody would care. But in my opinion, he might be sitting there with his head on there. And he thinking like, should I take the plea? Should I take the plea? Should I just go ahead and take the plea? To me, that's what that nigga gotta be thinking, y'all. That nigga gotta be thinking that, man. And he gotta be wondering, like, you know, if they took it, can I take it? And I know y'all know I'm from Detroit. The street in me, I want to say stay strong, nigga. Don't tell them crackers nothing. I want to say that. But then when every nigga around you fold, my nigga, every nigga around him has folded. They all enfolded on this nigga, man. What does he have left to really stand on? Only person he can protect at this point is himself. Fannie Willis just wanted to make a name for herself. I'm going to tell you something about Fannie Willis, and I ain't trying to get too political, but if you ask me, she wants to be like that black chick in the White House with Biden. I forget her name. I don't know who the vice president of the United States is. Her name is leaving me right now. But Fannie Willis, she wants to be on that type of trajectory. Because the vice president, when she was in San Francisco, she was locking up every black person in the world for marijuana charges. Now you got Fannie Willis trying to go after all the black rappers. She just trying to get in the White House, bro. And it's unfortunately Kamala Harris. Yeah, she trying to be like Kamala Harris. And it's unfortunate that they use black people to go against other black people. Remember in my last live, y'all can go check it out, I was breaking down about Fannie Willis's ex-connection to YSL. She used to be the lawyer of some members in YSL. Now she done switched on them, apparently because of somebody's death. But, you know, to see my brother Young Thug with his head down like this, I love seeing some of the celebrities telling him, you know, like free slime, you know, keep your head up, free Thug, and, you know, greatest in the world. But, you know, man, like prayers to Young Thug. If you ask me, all of this shouldn't be laid at his feet. And I'm gonna tell you this, and this is the thing I think everybody can agree with me on. Tearing down the quote unquote criminal organization of YSL is not gonna clean up the streets in Atlanta. YSL and Young Thug and these niggas were not the reason that little boys and kids was getting shot in the street. It wasn't just them. And the niggas who still doing crime. You think since YSL got this RICO case that the crime rate has dramatically dropped in Atlanta? Cause I know some niggas in Atlanta, everybody know people who move into Atlanta. And niggas is still, I'm hearing about crimes every day. These niggas was not the face of Atlanta crime and Georgia crime. And ain't nobody gonna tell me that. Ain't nobody gonna tell me no nigga with a rap organization where niggas is making millions of dollars and trickling that money down to other niggas and helping them out. That was the face of all the crime in Atlanta. Sorry. Prayers up for Young Thug. Now we gotta hop into some drama. Exactly. Yeah, I appreciate some people who agree with me. You ain't gotta, I appreciate y'all agreeing. But, it's one of them things where it's like we can agree with each other all day. But you just be asking yourself, what can we do to really change the system? But let's get back into the nigga drama. Now y'all know since Young Thug was locked up, he had the Mariah the Scientist girl holding him down. And she's a baddie. I wanna pop her up real quick. Can I pop up Mariah the Scientist and show y'all what she look like? Some of y'all know what she look like. And she a really good R&B singer too. I like some of her music. But her and Young Thug was really getting cozy before he got locked up. Let me see if I can find a picture of them together forever. Cause they was like really into it, right? So she been holding Young Thug down since he got locked up. And y'all know Young Thug, he got all type of women, baby mamas and stuff on the outside. And it looked like she been kind of getting into some altercations with these people, right? So Mariah blocked one of Young Thug's baby mamas. And the baby mama told Mariah, did all that sneak dissing on Twitter. But when he gave me the green light, now you blocking me. So she's saying that Young Thug gave her some type of green light to go at her. And to make matters even more, I guess you could say difficult, I think she went live today. Is this it? Yep, the baby mama went live. See what she had to say about Mariah the Scientist.
Why it's so hard for them to believe it? Why when he was home, she went and she was his girlfriend. Then when I put on my page, happy wife, happy life, she gonna go under the blog talking about we married. Y'all ain't married. You ain't married to him. He ain't marrying you.
Damn, girl, you got an Android?
So y'all got it. Like when people be like, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? All you gotta do is go look at my motherfucking tweet and y'all will see this bitch been sneak dissing the whole time.
All right, so she's saying Mariah is sneak dissing her. I want to see what this baby mama look like. Because, it's like, I hope it's not a classic case of the dark-skinned woman versus the light-skinned woman. We got to stop this black-on-black crime.
Even though she all went and deleted a lot of her tweets, but I got screenshots of it. Like, the fuck? That shit just weird as a fuck. You think because you got fans, bitch, I don't give a fuck. No fans gonna get your shit pushed back, bitch.
Woo! Hey, she talking that heat though. I don't know, like that. I want to see what she look like. It's something wrong with me, cause when I see a female talking like this, I like it. I be like, I like it. I want to see what she look like. She better be fine. No disrespect, Thug. I know Thug in jail with his head on the mat. He like, this nigga talking about my baby mama. Nigga, I'm going through it, nigga. Hey, you trying to hit my baby mama, nigga. She might not be fine, because y'all know all these rappers before they blew up, a lot of them, they baby mamas, I ain't seen Young Thug baby mama, but I seen some other niggas baby mamas, and they baby mamas, they wasn't baby mama in, okay? They just wasn't. You just know when niggas get that money, they glow up. Cause some of these things, I be like, ooh. And see, it's not even just a thing in the rap industry. I know a lot of niggas getting money in the street. They got some toe up baby mamas. Just saying.
Playing with my motherfucking baby about this motherfucking nigga. So I don't know why it's so hard for them to believe it. She got money. She got the money. She ain't got no money from Jeffrey. She ain't got shit from Jeffrey.
You know she mad when she start talking about Jeffrey. Jeffrey.
Kill that shit. Them flowers ain't even came from Jeffrey. Kill it. Girl, the nigga money was frozen.
Oh, you say his money was, why did they still got his money frozen? Oh, because it's...
They unfroze his money. Just like I told everybody earlier. They took him to put them niggas that's around here taking plea deals and talking about something. They YSL, they taking Jeffrey to probate court, and they trying to get him to buy them out their contract. That's why I was like, y'all sitting here listening to the hype. She got money. She got the money. She ain't got no money from Jeffrey.
She dropping all the tea. No, did y'all hear what she said? She said these niggas taking plea deals so they can get their money, because I'm guessing Young Thug money is frozen, so they not getting paid either. So if they take the plea deal, maybe it's helping them get funds released. And Young Thug money is frozen right now, which I guess we should have assumed. But these niggas trying to get out of their contracts. And you know, I heard something about that recently. And it was like a lot of these YSL artists, they just want out of their contracts. And that's why they turning on Young Thug. It's devious, dog. And it take you back. It take you back. It take you back to my nigga with his head on the mat, bro. Can I pop it back up, dog? It take you back to this nigga with his head on the mat, bro. With his head on the mat. I gotta see it one more time, man. It take you back. They leaving my nigga for the money, y'all. They leaving my nigga stranded for money. Nigga in court. Like this, cause this niggas they trading their souls for the bag. And how much was these YSL contracts? You know, no disrespect. I don't think he was playing nobody. But it wasn't like nobody was steaming on YSL. Only one who was popping was Young Thug. I think the biggest artist he had was that girl Carla, was like his main girl. Carla, she had a couple songs that was all right. But I can't see him giving everybody $1 million because he was cool with them niggas.
She ain't got shit from Jeffrey. Kill that shit. Don't flowers.
Let me see. Let's see. All that sneak this and she said y'all wanna be bullies. I ain't pregnant no more. Oh, she ready to fight. Everyone was poking until I started talking. Just know I know everything. Yeah, see, that's the thing. See, these the ones who you need when the drama is going on. You need these right here, because these are the ones who gonna let you know everything. She do know everything. She know a lot. Because she put that together real easy. Yeah, they taking plea deals because they want out of their contract. And they like, okay, thank you for letting us know, baby. But really, it just comes down to more bad news for Young Thug, bro. I'm wishing my boy the best. She said, I don't try and say I want clout because I could have been had it with Clover birth certificate. Parental acknowledgement form is what it's called. So she said she could have got clout for the baby. I guess you could have got clout and went public because you Young Thug's baby mama. Her name Famous Monroe. Hold on, I want to see what she look like. Now we got to see what she look like. Let's see what she look like. Famous She might have went private. Oh no, she might not have went private. Let's see. Yeah, she went private. She look kind of cute though. She look kind of cute. They always go private when the shade room come. They always. You was talking hot. She was talking hot 5 minutes ago. Why you go private? Young Thug baby mama, she only had 7,000 followers though, so she wasn't looking for no clout. I'll give her that. She wasn't using Young Thug baby for clout. I give her props for that, but she just dropped a bomb on us. But once again, prayers for Young Thug, man, and I just hope that situation get resolved soon, cause my boy looking bad right now, dog. It's keep your head up, Young Thug. Keep your head up, baby. Now, I thought this was crazy yesterday. And if y'all don't know, you got a lot of these young niggas on YouTube they making so much money off of this Chicago content. It's crazy. They making so much money. If y'all notice, I started talking about the streets a little bit. I started talking about NBA YoungBoy and a couple other things. Cause I was like, I know a couple YouTubers, they getting paid off that Chicago. They had me dabble in the streets. They got me talking about YSL and the Rico case. Y'all know I used to talk about Kim Kardashian and Kanye all day. But these niggas, when they come to this Chicago, they got paperwork of every nigga. They got everybody's release form. They got everybody's this and that and deposition. And who was the nigga? 390 Jake. His name 390, 190 Jake, something like that. He just exposed some nigga named Boston Richie. You know, I know about everything that's going on, trust me. But this nigga right here, he caught some of these YouTubers in his hood in Chicago, and he had a couple words for him. And I like what he said. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
Man, don't get no more content right here. What y'all talking about?
Now y'all see he had it on him. He had it on him. He had it on him. He said, "Oh, y'all got them cameras." He kept it tucked.
So why would y'all even come on here to my content? Because we from Philly. What do that mean, man? I don't give no fuck about no content.
And that's another thing. All right, y'all niggas from Philly. He told him, yeah, because we from Philly. Y'all in Chicago. You think a nigga from Chicago is supposed to respect because you from Philly? He said we from Philly, like, yeah, that's I'm sanctioned. That's like me pulling up to Chicago, like, yeah, nigga, I'm from Detroit. So that's why I can come in your hood. Nigga, pop, pop, pop. Like, nigga, he don't care about that.
No disrespect. No disrespect. Nobody told us to slide. We talked to the security guard, another person that live up front.
Told that nigga check in. Nigga, you gotta check in over here, boy. You ain't 6'9" pulling up at 2 a.m. in the morning.
I respect that. I respect that. Y'all don't know who I am? No. So who is y'all? Why y'all just come My name is Manny 215. This is who that's got first. That's right. It'd be wrong if I take the camera and some more shit. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what some more mean, right? You know when he say some more. If I take the camera and I air this mug out, Lil Manny. No disrespect, Lil Manny. I don't know who you is. But you know what? I salute you. Not trying to be hard for the camera. He said no disrespect. I could tell he was nervous. He was doing this with his hands. He was nervous. That nigga, that Chicago nigga walked up on you real smooth. And you lucky he talked to y'all. You lucky he talked and ain't make that call. He could have made that call for y'all. I'm just being real.
Yeah. Y'all just come over here and just ain't no free in the crowd, man. You know what I'm saying? So just get up out of here, man. Appreciate that, you hear me? We out.
We out. Hey, we out. I salute you, Lil Manny. Don't try to be acting hard at niggas' hoods, bro. That nigga called you out. He told you what it was. And I know a lot of niggas, I was reading these comments, niggas talking about, oh, ignorant nigga acting like he owned the block. I heard in that part of Chicago, they about to break down the buildings and build sky rises. Well, that ain't happened yet. You know, you gotta respect niggas' hoods. I know the thinking, oh, niggas on the block, they don't own the houses, the banks, and da-da-da. Hey, to them people in that neighborhood, that nigga run that block. And you gotta respect that. And see, we always hear about the negative, and I hate that. I'm not trying to glorify the streets, but it's some people on that block that probably look at individuals like that for protection. And you just gotta respect that. I thought that was a cool little clip I saw, and I hope it'll make a lot of these niggas think twice about going to Chicago and thinking it's sweet because you putting them on YouTube. The thing is, right now, these niggas is thinking to themselves, oh, if we put them on YouTube and give them some clout, it's okay. Everybody ain't down for that. I know what some niggas from Chicago, they don't like when they see niggas from Chicago doing these interviews talking too much. So you're a nobody. You don't have no street credibility in Chicago. You could be the biggest street nigga in Philly. That don't fly in Chicago. Nobody know what you was doing in Chicago. Nobody know about bodies you was dropping in Chicago. Nobody know about you standing up to a nigga in Chicago. I done did a lot of shit in Detroit. Do I feel like that can take... Nigga, that don't even follow me around from hood to hood. Nobody on the east side care about what I did on the west side. It is what it is. Now, another big story is Andrew Tate and his brother. Now, before I get into this, I want to explain that apparently Andrew Tate and his brother, they've been locked up for a long time now over some type of... First, I heard it was about money laundering. Then I heard it was about a woman accusing them of some type of sexual misconduct. But anyway, I hear that in this prison that they staying in, it's out of the country. I don't know if it's Belgium. It's some type of... Is it a Belgian prison? Somewhere out the country. But I heard that the prison conditions are really poor. That Andrew Tate, he went from being in $1 million mansion and now he's sleeping with bed bugs and roaches. And, he usually keep a fresh bald head. And I want y'all to see what Andrew Tate looked like after 30 days in jail.
There's no evidence against me. The authorities are trying to steal my cars and steal my money. That is why I'm in jail. There's no evidence against me.
Why do you say prison and unjust? Why is prison unjust?
Of course it's unjust. There's no justice in Romania, unfortunately.
Look at Andrew Tate. Nigga got a full head of hair now. Nigga been in there so long he done grew his hair back.
Did you hurt any girl?
Of course not.
And you see he thinning at the top. Nigga thin as hell at the top. Nigga whole shit thinning.
Ask the police what evidence there is against me. They have nothing. Ask the police what evidence there is against me.
Yeah, the Matrix is trying to frame me, but God knows the truth. There's no evidence.
Bro, look at Andrew Tate. This don't even look like the Tate y'all remember. This don't look like the nigga saying women can't drive. This don't even look like, bro. He look like he look like he Hindu or one of them Buddhist dudes. Like he been in jail praying and he done lost touch with the outside world.
Evidence in my file because I've done nothing wrong. Everybody knows I'm innocent. It's okay. Everyone knows I'm innocent.
Hey, but he still got fans. Look at them touching. They touching him like he Jesus. All right, so Andrew Tate is going through it right now. Now, I can give y'all a quick little update from what I know. Andrew Tate right now is being held until the end of February. Now, I hear in this country that they're in, they can come grab you without a lot of evidence. So they really don't have a lot of evidence on Andrew Tate, but they can hold him and try to go through his stuff. They went all up in his house and they looking for evidence. And they came back at the end of this month and they said, look, we still ain't found nothing, but we found enough to where if you can decide, judge, we can keep him for another 30 days. So they keeping him for another 30 days till the end of February. Now, I think it will get out of hand if they don't have enough evidence to convict him at the end of February and they still decide to keep him all the way through March, and we'll see. But I'm assuming if everything is on the up and up and it's a just situation, that if they don't find any evidence by the end of February, they'll cut him loose and he might have to go to court or something like that. But, you know, hopefully for his sake, he hasn't been doing too much wrong stuff and he ain't really been into too much corruption, money laundering, whatever he being accused of. I think the only thing that might stick if they have some woman saying that he did something to them. I mean, that he did something to her or his brother did something to her or whatever. Because I did hear a story about it was a woman who was chilling with them and she was partying with them and her boyfriend was calling her. This is their story. This is what they claim, that the girl's boyfriend was calling her, and because she didn't want to tell the truth about she was chilling with some millionaires and some celebrities, she didn't want to say she was thotting around. She said, well, Andrew Tate kidnapped me. And so the boyfriend went and told the authorities, and that's how one situation about sexual misconduct came up. But I don't know if that's the same situation that they're in trouble for right now. Because like I said, I'm hearing multiple different things about what they're being convicted of, all right? So that's all I got about Andrew Tate. Now, another thing that's been popping up recently is Rich Dollaz. Now, you might remember Rich Dollaz was really cracking on Love and Hip Hop, right? And I don't know what he's been doing since then. Honestly, I don't watch Love and Hip Hop. He still might be doing Love and Hip Hop. But his daughter was arrested for allegedly shooting the father of her child. Now, the story that I'm hearing is the father of her child was abusive to her. And she picked up the strap and she let it go. Now, I'm seeing people come out and support her. Mariah Lynn actually came out and said, you know, her daughter, that her father taught her right. She said her dad and mom taught her right. So she was saying, hey, if a man is putting his hands on you, you have every right to defend yourself. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna back that up. I'm a stone cold believer that it's some women who have been locked up, and yeah, they might have did something to a man, but I feel like if their justification in my eyes was like granted, if it was okay, if I sanction it in my head, I don't think they should go to jail. So let me just give y'all an example because I'm not explaining it. I'm sounding stupid. I've been drinking. I'm sorry. So if a dude is abusing a woman and she pick up a chainsaw and cut his arm off, and he was physically abusive, I know in some places, you know, the woman might go to jail. And to me, if you ask me, no, she don't deserve to go to jail. Because, see, if you want to keep with that whole women is weaker than men thing, then maybe if somebody is abusing a woman, then a woman would feel like she need to even the playing field and pick up some type of weapon and get even. So if you was beating on the chick and she pick up a chainsaw and cut your arm off, in my opinion, she should go free. You know, but it's a lot of situations like that, these domestic violence situations where the woman will kind of take it a step further and she go to jail. Now, I don't know about cheating. You know, it's some women who done did some crazy stuff to niggas because they was cheating. You know, if you cheating and your girl stab you in the stomach, you know, yeah, you know, she might need to do some time, at least do some counseling, right? But if it's a physical altercation and a man is putting his hands on a woman, I don't have no issue with a female picking up a strap and going crazy. That's just me. I just wanted to touch on this. Not really a big crazy story, but prayers out to them. And speaking of Chrisean and Blueface getting married, I've told y'all before that this is my favorite couple. I think Taye Diggs and Apryl Jones are my favorite couple. I like seeing them joke around and play with each other and, you know, go live with each other and all that stuff. I think Taye Diggs is a cool dude. I have heard some people in the comments, or I saw some people in the comments trying to make jokes about Taye Diggs. Look, he with a woman. He look happy. He doing his thing. He a man of a certain age. I think Apryl, she tired of playing around with these young, loose niggas. I'm pretty sure Omarion was cheating on her. probably cheated on her multiple times. That's probably why when she was messing with Lil Fizz, and I still don't believe that her and Lil Fizz had a real relationship. I still believe they was just doing that for TV. Regardless of the case, you know, if Omarion was cheating on her, why can't she date his best friend? I know that's breaking up bro code. I know it look a certain way, but you know, to me, I don't think two wrongs make a right. If Omarion, and see, we don't know about her situation. Maybe Omarion might have talked to some of her friends back in the day. We don't know that because we don't really care about that, right? Because Omarion is a celebrity and Apryl was just the baby mama. But regardless of all of that BS, now it looked like her and Taye Diggs are happy, and she was flexing the ring. You can see the ring on her hand, and people are suspecting that her and Taye Diggs might be engaged. Also, this is coming at a good time when we saw Omarion chilling with Nia Long, and y'all know Nia Long and Taye Diggs was in movies together like The Best Man and stuff like that. So, you know, it's like, oh, now opposites, you know, Taye Diggs is dating. No, Apryl was dating Taye Diggs, and Taye Diggs was Nia Long's boyfriend in some of those movies. And now Nia Long might be talking to Omarion, so it's kind of funny, right? But anyway, that's for the old niggas, the young people. They don't know about The Best Man. They don't even know about The Best Man 2. All right. But if they did get engaged, I'm happy for them. Some more pictures of Apryl, and Apryl fine to me. I always thought she was bad. At first when I first saw Apryl, I didn't think she was bad. Maybe I didn't see some angles. I'm talking about like way back when her and Omarion was together and Omarion used to hide her. I remember the first time I saw Apryl, I don't know, maybe it was how she was dressed. I think I saw her on an interview with Sway in the Morning. I didn't think she was all that cute. But once she kind of got on TV and stuff, I was like, hold on, Omarion, your baby mama kind of bad. So shout out to Apryl, shout out to Taye Diggs. I hope they doing okay. Now, this is another one I got to get into. Your boy T.I. was doing an interview with Shannon Sharpe, and he addressed his son. Now, this ain't the first time he addressed his son and some of his antics. And, you know, before I really give my opinion on this, I'm going to let T.I. speak. And this is T.I. talking about, you know, whether or not his son is a bad kid.
Love him through it. Whatever he going through, I love him through it. And I can't say he a great kid enough, but the media don't talk enough about the good parts.
Thing that he does. Just
you know what I mean? All they do is focus on the bad because they get them more clicks.
Right.
And, you know, I try to make him aware.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let him finish. No accountability. No accountability as a father.
That. And, you know, when we young, we kind of talk about things based on how we think they should be.
Right.
Rather than acknowledging them for how we know they are.
Right.
And I just try and, you know, walk them through it. He get better.
And you see T.I., he one of them smooth talking niggas. He can talk the King's English with them all. You know, and to be correct with you, you know, it's the hypocrisy that I look of and the analytics of the situation. And to be exact, when you have to go through the anthology of the situation, and I read his biography. You see that? Yeah. Like, you know, he can't smooth talk me. He ain't saying nothing to me.
Get better every day though.
Right.
And another thing I'd like to say, as much criticism as I receive about my son, I would like to shed light on the fact. We all got bad ass kids, okay? Now listen, don't make it seem like I'm the only one on here who...
Okay, I'll give him that. I was a bad kid. And T.I. was probably a bad kid. I'll give him that.
Got bad ass kids.
We all go through.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you ain't got no bad ass kids, you got one and you got lucky. You hear me?
Yeah.
Anybody with three or more,
multiples,
you got one that you don't know what the hell you gonna do with.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to take the time to say that. Love.
I'll give T.I. that. I'll give him that for sure. And see, that's the realest part. Cause I saw that clip. I didn't get to the end. And yeah, I'll give him that. But let's not act like your son doesn't come off as a spoiled brat, a really unruly little brat. I'm gonna tell you the one I didn't like. I didn't like Charleston White going at his son like that. But when I saw his son at that restaurant, and I think I posted this on my page, but like I said, I had to clean up my page recently. And his son, what was his son doing? T.I.'s son, restaurant, right? He at a Popeye's chicken restaurant or something like that. It was this video right here.
First of all, that wasn't cooking my shit.
You know, it's like you come off like that. The BA nigga wasn't cooking your stuff. Let's get to when he was in the restaurant. Cause see, I don't want to hear him in the car. I want to see what he said at the restaurant.
Yeah, I ain't think smart while I'm in this motherfucker. I'll show out. Watch me. Got customers. I don't give a fuck about no customers.
You see what I'm saying, man? And see, I'm gonna be honest with you, T.I. I rock with you. But see, if I was a teacher, I would say this little nigga ain't got no home training. I would say this nigga ain't got no home training. Cause see, it's one thing if your kid is bad behind closed doors. You know, like me, see, I ain't gonna lie, see me, I would cut up at school, and I ain't gonna lie, I cussed out some teachers once or twice. And maybe somebody could say I ain't had no home training. But see, when I went out in public though, if I was at the mall with my people, you know, like if I was, you know, it was certain stuff I just didn't do. You know, I've been at, you know, we've been at the little restaurants and da-da-da-da-da-da. You ain't never gave up doing this type of stuff because I knew I've been in some situations with my parents and I just knew it stuck with me. T.I., I don't know if you really gave this nigga the good ass whipping he need. I'm being honest with you. I don't know if you gave him that one good roughing up. It's a few rough ups that me and some of my siblings, we remember. And I think it, you know, as we might be able to label that as abuse, I think it followed us in real life and it kept us on the straight and narrow. Now, did I have some troubles in my youth? Did I get locked up for some silly stuff before? Sure. But it was never like the outlandish, ignorant, belligerent stuff. You know what I mean? It was never like that type of stuff.
What? Goddamn. It ain't no pickle on that bad everything.
Nigga was mad about a pickle. Nigga was mad about a pickle. And see, this the one that you say he's so cute. But when you grow up and you a pain in the butt, and I was a pain in the butt when I grew up too, and eventually you stop being so cute. And right now, this little king, he not cute no more, man. It's not cute no more. It was cute when he was little and he was on TV show acting up. And see that might have been another mistake, cause I didn't really watch their TV show like that, but I remember he used to be like the funniest one, Lil King. He used to be acting up. When you was rewarding that behavior for your TV show, that might have followed him now that he older, and he think a lot of that stuff is cool. But shout out to T.I. and his baby. I ain't gonna judge him too much because number two, I'm not a father, and on that note, I shut my mouth. Now this is another funny story that came out to me as well. Julia Fox. Now ever since Julia Fox stopped dating Kanye West, I just had this very, very sneaky suspicion cause she looked way skinnier. Did y'all watch that Adam Sandler movie called was it Uncut Gems or something like that? And she was real. She was like the thick white girl with the big booty in that movie, right? She was real fine, real sexy. I remember I had to Google who she was after I saw her in that movie. And when she was first dating Kanye, she was looking real cute. But after her and Kanye started breaking up, she started looking like she was anorectic. She started losing weight. You know, some people would say, ask if is she doing drugs? Is she using drugs? But she just don't look the same. And I gotta see if I'm tripping, dog. Cause Julia Fox, and I hope nothing crazy pop up. Let me see, like Julia Fox. This Julia Fox. Okay, this. I guess this look all right. She got a lot showing, but in some of this stuff, she look real anorectic right here. She look like she need a sandwich. But this is like good looking Julia Fox. You know what I mean? Like, where is Julia? Even when she was standing next to Kanye, she didn't look so bad. This is like prime Julia Fox. This when she had a little more weight on her. She looked a little more thicker in some of these pictures. You know, like, this ain't really like super duper skinny Julia Fox. But this is Julia Fox now. And, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one who noticed it. But, anyway, she was giving us a tour of her new apartment in New York. And a lot of people was not impressed.
Okay, I never thought in a million years that I would do this, but I do believe in maximum transparency. And so I'm going to give you guys an apartment tour. And I know I'm going to get roasted and whatever, but hopefully...
When you say, I know I'm going to get roasted. When you say, I know I'm going to get roasted. And you still proceed to do the thing that's going to get you roasted.
Maybe someone can watch this and be like, okay, well, maybe I'm not doing so bad. So we can start in my bedroom, which is the living room. So yeah, I put my bed here in the living room so I could turn my bedroom into a little playroom for Valentino. I know I have that clothing rack there that I really need to get rid of. But anyway, yeah, this is where Valentino hangs out. And
it looked like a poor person apartment. Now, I know I've been to New York a few times. I seen some people's. I seen how some people with money live. I seen some people how without money live. You know what I'm saying? I seen some people in the middle. I don't know how much money Julia Fox got, and I'm not even saying that her apartment structure looks bad. I'm saying the way she got her house kept up looked like poor people lived there. It could be a small apartment. Everybody's place in New York ain't the biggest thing in the world. She might have had this apartment her whole life, and she might have just not wanted to get a new one. It's hard to get places to live at in New York, especially if you want to live in a city, blah, 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 all right? But the way she got this place kept up is a hot-ass mess.
Oh, this is my nostalgia mirror. That's Valentino when he was born. That's my friend Harmony who passed away. That's my friend Jonna who passed away. And there's a little bit of her ashes in this urn. I love this thing. I bought it on West Broadway and it reminds me of me and Brianna. This is my little grow station. Okay, I never thought in a million...
Now, you know, everything about this is screaming white woman.
Where nothing is growing because we don't know what we're doing. And then this is just a very long hallway. Nothing happens here. Just more... It's Valentino's little daycare schedule. Just more stuff. Richie, I love these photos. And this is just my little bathroom.
Look at the bathroom. Do she got panties on her faucet? Do she got panties on her faucet, y'all? You gotta make it make sense to me.
very tiny, but you know, it does what it's supposed to do.
Little kid got toys all in the damn tub.
And this is Val.
And at this point, I'm saying poor Valentino, walking around this hot ass mess. That house looked like a danger to that child.
Valentino's little kitchen area, and this is my kitchen area. Don't judge me. I know. Oh, cotton candy machine. I know it's really messy. I also have shoe boxes in the kitchen, which is very common for New Yorkers. This is Valentino's room. I put the most effort in this room, I think.
I'll be honest, the little boy's room looked the best.
Little loft, and I really wanted him to have a cute room. However, he does not hang out in here at all. He only wants to be in Mama's room. He does where nothing is growing and sleep in there. He sleeps in bed with me. Yeah, we're co-sleepers. Sue me. I don't.
And the blonde, you brunette, your eyebrows blonde. You know, I never thought we'd be talking about a woman's hairline, but her hairline look, it's giving a white man, middle-aged white man hairline.
Care. Anyway, that's the whole apartment, and we're back in this room.
Dog, look at this bedroom. Look at this bedroom. Like, what is this?
For me personally, I don't like excessive displays of wealth. They make me feel icky.
You don't gotta look rich. You could look clean. Can you look clean, Julia? Can you hire a housekeeper? You spending all that damn money getting your eyebrows bleached.
You know, especially people that have really big houses. It's just really wasteful when there's so many homeless people in this country, and like I'm not really like that. Yeah, we do have a little small mouse problem, but
a mouse problem? I seen enough, y'all. I didn't know she said she had roaches and mouses. You say you got mouses, you might as well have roaches. And see, you know, in New York, they got them big ass mouse and mice and rats. Kanye, you was knocking this down. Maybe that's why Kanye got broke up with her, cause she might have brought rats and roaches to his damn house. You know what? Next story. So my nigga JT, if y'all don't know, one half of the City Girls. I'm guessing now she's the City Girl that's not getting peed on. Okay? The City Girl who don't like golden shot. I don't know though. JT might be letting Lil Uzi pee on her too. But she was in Paris and she was really upset with the lighting with the Eiffel Tower.
I'm supposed to be able to lay in a bed and see the Eiffel Tower. And they say it light up every hour. I swear to God, they cut the off at night. Like it usually have like a gold glow. They cut the at night. It does not light up every hour. Like, this is such a scam. And then it's like the hours that it does light up or it does have that gold glow, you're probably going to be outside and not laying in the bed. It's so crazy. There's the Eiffel Tower. You can't even tell. It looks like the Empire State Building or something.
If you don't shut your rich, spoiled, ungrateful ass up, you think I want to be here in Michigan doing the live when I could be in Paris looking at the Eiffel Tower? I don't care if the motherfucker don't light up. It could be dark as it want to be. You staying in a nice ass hotel because you right across from the Eiffel Tower. I know that they got to put that somewhere in the bill and the pricing. If I was looking at a crib today and it was so Dog, I think they put an extra $1 million on this crib just because it was next to the water. So I know they put an extra hundreds of thousands in this hotel bill because that's a beautiful view of the Eiffel Tower. And this nigga's upset because it don't light up all the time. All the time. But you seen it light up sometime. You seen it light up a few times. Come on, man. Shout out JT. She mad because and look, maybe Paris maybe they light bill is high. I don't know. Maybe it's a recession over there in Paris. I don't know. But this little girl JT she said it's a scam. They scammed her. They told her in the brochure the Eiffel was gonna light up every night. So she wanna fuck to the Eiffel Tower lit up. Shout out JT. I thought this was interesting earlier. Your boy Nori is a chatty patty now. We gotta just go ahead and say it. All these old New York street niggas, they started podcasts and now they chatty patties. They can no longer come and act like, the bloggers are, the niggas who talk too much, or y'all niggas acting like females. Y'all talk more than the bitches, and y'all, they can't do that no more. They can't do that no more. Because this nigga Nori, every time I see him, he dropping tea. He might as well have came and told Charlamagne, I got the tea. I got the tea, Charlamagne. You see me? I don't try to hide it. I tell you, hey, I got the tea. I tell a nigga, I'm grown. But these street niggas don't be sitting around acting like y'all niggas don't be gossiping. So Nori had a new rumor that he wanted to share with Charlamagne, and this is what he said.
Remember?
What?
You was talking about Future and Drake?
Oh, that's what I heard. I heard that's a big...
He said, oh. That nigga got excited.
Big rumor that Future is not too happy this Drake and 21 Savage album. And
because Future and Drake did an album before.
And it makes Drake and Future album not as important, I would say.
That's what he feels.
And that's, I mean, this is allegedly, this is all rumors. I never heard it from Future's mouth, never heard it from Drake.
And the nigga, he's starting to be media trained. Allegedly. Y'all know when you do this YouTube stuff, every day is allegedly. Because that's what Tasha Caden did to all of us. We all scared that somebody gonna sue us. Last month, y'all know, I'll be honest with y'all, that Tory Lanez and that Megan Thee Stallion trial that I was covering, that's why we looking a little down right now. I'll say it. I ain't gonna say too much, but they had me looking over my shoulder like, is somebody gonna sue me? And you see your boy Nori after that Kanye situation, he learned that allegedly real quick after he had Kanye on his show acting up, talking about all that anti-Semitic stuff and Jewish people this and Jewish people that.
Never heard it from 21, but it's a alleged big rumor that's going on right now.
Where'd you hear that at, N.O.?
In the streets, with a K.
In Miami, in Florida.
In Miami, yes. I'm a Miamian. Yes, I'm a Miami.
So you heard that Future is upset with Drake because Drake did an album with 21 Savage because it makes their
project down
seem less important.
I would think so. You know what I mean? We never seen Jay-Z do another Best of Both Worlds. You know what I'm saying? We seen Watch the Throne, but that was a equally.
And he did the album with Jay Electronica.
With that album with Jay Electronica too.
See, somebody just said it. All right, so we could talk about this for a second. Well, number one, I'll say this. I think a lot of people have really been enjoying that 21 Savage and Drake album way more than the Future and Drake album. If you ask me, I think that's apparent and really kind of obvious. I'm not saying that the Future and Drake albums or the album was bad. Nothing, what was it called? Nothing, what was that called? I don't know why I was about to say Nothing Was the Same. It was called What a Time. I think it was like What a Time to Be Alive or something like that. That album was cool, and when it came out, it was a smash. It had a couple hits on there, but I'll be honest with you, a lot of the songs that people probably listen to the most from that album are the Drake solo records. I think Future had a solo record on there too. They did a thing where we collab on most of the songs, and a couple of the songs is You by Yourself, is Me by Myself. And I think like it was a Drake song on there that might be probably my favorite track from that album. And I think when it comes to this new 21 Savage album, a lot of these songs are going to be a lot more memorable than some of those songs on What a Time to Be Alive, right? It was called What a Time, right? What a Time to Be Alive. And yeah, I just think the new 21 Savage album, it got more slaps, it got more hits. And not only that, a lot of people felt like when this new album came out with 21 Savage and Drake, it was the Drake that we have been missing. Everybody wanted hard Drake. A lot of people, I love Drake's album, Nevermind. Honestly, Nevermind. That's my favorite album of last year. I know a lot of people, they ain't into house music. I love house music. I think I played that Drake album more than anything last year, and it came out close to the end of the year. But a lot of people, that's not what they expected from Drake. They expect rapping and R&B Drake with a little bit of something different in the middle. It's like, it's okay if Drake give you a whole bunch of R&B songs and a whole bunch of rap songs, and he give you like 1 or 2 pop songs, then everybody's okay. Just like even with Views from the Six, he has some couple like little reggaeton songs on there. You know, he has some pop songs, he has some rap songs, some R&B songs. If he gives you the majority of stuff that you used to from him, that you're used to from him, then it's okay. But he tried something different, people didn't like it. So then when he came back with the all rap album with 21 Savage, and it's a few little girl songs on there. It's a few R&B songs on that new 21 Savage and Drake album. But it's still mostly Drake rapping, and I think it kind of has a bigger impact than that Future album, and or at least at this time. And honestly, if I'm Future and I'm really mad about that situation, I would give it some time, because you never know how something will age. People like that album now, but maybe 2 years from now, people will say the Future and Drake album was better. And I'm surprised that Future and Drake didn't put out like a part 2. And if I'm Future, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get with Drake and put out another album, put out another What a Time 2. It was a rumor that was supposed to come out years ago, but it just never came out. But I hope Future is not that petty and getting mad over little baby shit like that, bro. Future, you know, you came in the game talking about lean and promethazine and all that stuff, and people would say Future is one of the greats. People might put him in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame one day when it comes to his impact in the rap game. In my opinion, Future should be above that type of petty stuff, especially after that bag he got recently from his last record deal. He got like $50 million. It's a lot of people that's begging for 20 right now. It's a lot of people struggling to get 20 or 30. I think Kodak Black was shopping around because he was trying to get the same amount the NBA YoungBoy got, and it was around that 20 or 30 range, but everybody just not passing out $20 million to some of these acts that might be kind of like household names. Everybody just can't get $20 million no more. And Future got 50. And it was easy for him to get that. He might have should have got like 70. Future, you ain't got nothing to be mad at, bro. All right, let's get to this. For a while now, people have known that Jordan's ex-teammate, Scottie Pippen, was married to a woman named Larsa Pippen. Now, the theory is that Larsa Pippen started hanging out with the Kardashians, and all of a sudden she became a little thought. Now, I hate to call her a thought because this woman has kids. I think her son is playing college basketball as we speak, which is something I'll get back on in a second. But now, Larsa Pippen is dating Michael Jordan's son. And at first, I think people thought it was like it was like lust. They might have felt like, ooh, we're doing something bad. You're my husband's teammate's son, and I'm his ex-wife, and we having mad, crazy, wrong sex. But now it look like they in a committed relationship, and they going out public together. And when I looked at this picture, I thought to myself, what does Larsa's kids think about this? What do her kids think about they mama dating their father's old teammate, son? That gotta be weird. But then I think to myself, in Hollywood, as they call it, Hollyweird, I guess you see stuff like this happen all the time. I was just talking about the Kardashians, and we know, some of the stuff they get into and how they get wild and freaky. So maybe the Larsa Pippen and Michael Jordan's son thing, it don't really shock them kids. I think a lot of these Hollywood kids, they seen so much that this probably don't even faze them. They might not even think about it. And we had this opinion that, they might go to school and get picked on because, their mama is dating whoever she dating. But when your friends in the same situation as you, your friends you go to school with, they mamas and dated a whole bunch of crazy people, and they daddy and dated a whole bunch of crazy people because everybody's rich and you do what you want when you got it. You really don't have no leg to stand on. You can't make fun of nobody, because they mama doing this when your mama doing that. Just like in the future, all these kids, they mama's it's gonna be about 5 people in class. And I mean, not 5, but it's going to be about 10 people in class, and all of their mamas was on OnlyFans. Well, you can't make fun of his mama because she was on OnlyFans when your mama was on OnlyFans too. And how many kids in the classroom? Like 20. 20 of them might be OnlyFans models that you know of, and then some of them, their mamas might have did OnlyFans for a little bit, but don't nobody know because she wasn't making no money, so she deleted her account. But that's what the future going to look like. So, regardless of the case, it looked like Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan are going strong. And I wonder if he brought her back to the crib yet. Because I know if Michael Jordan, if this nigga walked in, if I'm Michael Jordan and my son walk in with Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, I'm just dying laughing. I can see Jordan just cracking up with a cigar in his mouth. And just having a good laugh about it, because you can't make this shit up, right? But they staying strong with each other, and salute to them. Now this is the big story, another big story of today. Oscar De La Hoya popped up with a 6-pack. And everybody was basically saying that he cheated.
To Oscar De La
Hoya. I just had breakfast too. So.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Whoa!
What? Hey, dude, that is
no way.
So okay.
All right. Now people saying these are fake abs. They saying he got the same thing that Drake got. Remember, everybody said Drake went to Dr. Miami and got like a fake 6-pack. I don't know. Like, to me, I never really looked at niggas' chest. So, they could look real to me. But people saying it's fake.
Okay, so what am I looking at here? So
you're looking at abs.
Yeah. You're looking at the abs. So is he sucking out between each one?
Between each one, yeah. That's it. Man. Oh, that's it. Ribs, bro.
Oh, he admitted it's fake. Oh, he admitted it. I didn't know he admitted to it. So he said he got some work and the nigga was sucking out fat in between his chest.
I'm a little sweaty.
Right. Man.
Ready?
That's crazy.
Go like that.
He said, go like that. So we gonna do the reveal.
All right. You know, that's what they doing. They suck out fat in between the muscles. And so that's how he got his six pack.
Honey.
And you know, hey, if it make him feel good, that's cool. But the funniest part to this is, you know, Boosie had to say something. And that's all we had to get to, man. What did Boosie say? This nigga Boosie said Oscar De La Hoya got a BBL. Nigga said he got a BBL, bro. Said he got a BBL on his stomach. And I guess this ain't sanctioned in the hood. You can't get this type of beard and be sanctioned in the hood. Hold on, I gotta look. Oh, hold on, somebody, it's some breaking news going on. I don't know if I want to break this. This ain't that crazy. This ain't that crazy. This. Nah, I ain't got nothing to say about that. All right. Anyway, yeah. Boosie said Oscar De La Hoya got a BBL. Now remember, everybody was talking about Bandman Kevo because he recently did something similar, and what was it? He got like some type of surgery on his chest or something like that, and you know, everybody was kind of like, you know, questioning it, but he was the first one to really come out and just admit it. I don't think Drake will ever admit that he got something done. I don't know if Drake did get anything done. You know, I gotta protect my contacts and whatever. I gotta protect. I'm not saying Drake got some type of fake abs, but at least Bandman Kevo came out and admitted it, and I think a lot of these dudes be getting work and touch-ups. Boosie also wanted to let everybody know that he is not giving out golden showers. He said, everybody in my DM asking me, do I give golden showers or receive golden showers? No, I don't. I told them they need to go ask the industry. Who like women to shit on them? Because I heard something. I don't know what that block out was, but he said he heard something. Now, we all know about Dubai. I told y'all about Dubai when the Young Miami stuff came out. That it's a lot of people doing freaky stuff, peeing on people, doo-dooing on people. Y'all heard all of the stories. Y'all know what's going down. To me, at this point, I heard so much about people doing number 2 on each other that peeing sound light to me. If you peeing on somebody, you know, I'm thinking, you know, honestly, I hate that we done got to that point, but peeing sound normal, like giving somebody head now. Peeing is like giving head now. That's how freaky niggas have became in 2023. That if you hear somebody they like getting peed on, it's normal. And we gonna have to start normalizing golden showers, all right? That's the point that we at. I hate to tell y'all that, but you know, don't get mad at me. We got another story and we going through them. I think we got about eight more to go. Cause I want to get all of these out today, and I want to start having like long streams. So I appreciate y'all who still in here sticking it out. Appreciate all of y'all who got y'all blunt rolled up and y'all watching me talk a whole bunch of shit. You know, have a shot for me. I'm drinking wine. I've been drinking too much hard liquor, so I said I'm gonna do some wine today. I don't want my liver to be too messed up. I'm really not a drinker. But I don't know. It's just ever since I started doing the lives, I want to give y'all some energy. So I said, you know, I take a sip of something. I'm one of them niggas, I had liquor sitting around, but I don't be drinking it like that. Now, make sure you like the video too, because it helps. And shout out to HelloFresh as well. Still got that link in the description with the code. Go ahead and get y'all some of those free meals. And let me know how good they was in the live next time if you order something. Now, woman says she flew out a popular TikToker to hook up, but he stole her Rolex when she fell asleep. Now, here's the thing. I've been watching this segment of TikTok where these women talk about getting flew out and flying out. And I just want to mention this before I get too deep into this because it's a video of this, right? This girl got a video. And of course it was a light-skinned nigga. You know, I'm telling you light-skinned niggas going crazy. In the last 24 hours, you light-skinned niggas have been wilding the out, okay? Anyway, it seems to be a segment of these women on TikTok talking about getting flown out, and they are shocked when a nigga wants some sex. They're shocked when a nigga trying to hit. And this is my thing, and I don't know about most men or whatever, but allegedly, if Never Gave Up ever flew somebody out, I would never fly nothing out unless it was certain things that was confirmed. Okay? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we gotta already have been talking about some things. So when you show up, and see, even when you show up, I'm not gonna force myself upon you, because in this day and age, I'm blessed. I come from the streets. You know, I'm lucky to have anything. I'm lucky to have anything that I got. So whatever happens, you know, I'm the nigga. I'm the nigga these days. No, I'm not initiating sex no more. No. I like my bank account too much. I'm sorry. I'm just being real with y'all. And maybe I'm drunk. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But I don't. You got to be my wife for me to initiate sex. You got to be you can't go in no courtroom talking about what Never Gave Up did to you. Okay, so if you want to do something, you gotta let me know. But still, I'm not flying nothing out unless it was talking about showing out. Okay? And usually, you know, when they get back to the room, they start doing things, you know, you kind of know when they start getting into they little goodie bag, you know, the goodie bag. You know what's about to go down. They start walking around with the lingerie on. You start getting ready and shit. You know. Okay? But my whole thing is, ladies, don't be capping in the DMs. If a nigga fly you out, you better put that shit in all caps. Please do not expect sex from me. I'm not trying to have sex. You know, if you like, or at least leave it on the floor. Like, look, I'm not trying to rush into things. Please don't think because you're flying me out that we're gonna have sex. If things go well, it can, but please don't think as soon as I get off the plane. And I'll be honest with you, if you a man, you shouldn't just expect a female get off the plane and she goes straight to the room and you gonna hit it. I do think that's a little nasty. You know, that's kind of wrong. At least get her some food. You know, let her get acquainted with, you know what I'm saying? Let her get freshened up. I don't really want to hit it when she took a long plane ride anyway. Let her get freshened up. You know, go put some spray on it. You know what I mean? But regardless, I just noticed that about TikTok. Anyway, let's see this woman who got finessed by this light-skinned nigga, all right?
Okay, story time. You see this guy right here? Basically, I started talking to this guy on Instagram, and obviously I know him from TikTok. Basically, we were talking for like a couple days, FaceTiming each other and everything. He's so nice, he's so sweet to me, and
now, I hate to say this, but she said she flew him out, right? I didn't hear the whole story. I hate to pause, but I'm looking at her and I'm looking at him, and she's a pretty girl. I don't know if she heavy set or not. She might not be, but I'm just looking at her and I'm looking at him, and I'm just saying, not to say she ain't, I'm not saying she ain't bad. She a pretty girl, but I just feel like she seems like the type that would have been open to a nigga that looked like that seducing her. Some little nigga with good hair and stuff like that, with the pink lips and stuff like that. Nigga look like a girl to me. You know, that's what I never noticed about women. Y'all like a lot of niggas that look like girls, which is why, you know, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to get canceled. But my whole thing is, you know, if a nigga look like a girl, I just be wondering, like, you know, do you like girls? You know what I mean? It's just like that nigga like a female to me. I'm just being honest with you. You know, not cute. I'm just like, that's a girl with a mustache. But, you know, I think he knew that a girl that looked like that was an easy target. Sorry, I just got to be real. You know?
And he basically says he wants to come to Tampa to see me. So basically he books a flight to Tampa and his cousin drops him off at my house. And he's so sweet. We're like drinking and watching movies and stuff, and he's just so sweet to me and not a red flag in sight. Okay? So basically he's at my house, we're watching movies, we order food, just drink.
Not a red flag in sight. Y'all met a couple times, y'all FaceTimed, and now he want to come see you. To me, that sound like you knew that nigga for a day. What's y'all FaceTime a couple times? Because if that nigga wanted to come see you in less than a week, in 2 or 3 days, that sound like a red flag to me. It sound like a red flag to me that you let the nigga come see you. But see, you see what I'm trying to say here? She thought that nigga was fine. She said, that nigga fine. That nigga fine. Hell yeah, you can come to Tampa. And she was hot and ready. See, like when females do this shit, you see she talking all nice and stuff. How is she talking in them DMs? How is she talking on them FaceTimes? I'm not trying to call nobody a hoe, because we all do it. When we see something we like, we start talking crazy. This is the thing about me, never gave up, will be 100% real with you. When I see something I like, I'm talking about sitting on my face. I'm getting into that bag. I won't lie to you. I don't need this liquor for me to be real with you. I've been telling people all week, you'd never know who a nigga is when he's courting. Never gave up. It's the king of, yeah, sit on my face. You know what I'm saying? I want to do this to it. I want to do that. I'm telling you how I'm talking, how I'm putting it down. If it's consensual, okay? If she getting into her talking thing and I get into my talking thing, you know what I'm saying? So you was probably acting a little hot and ready for the little light-skinned nigga. And you wanted that nigga to come see you in less than 24 hours. Maybe 48 hours. If you talk to that nigga for 48 hours, if you met that nigga on Friday and you wanted him to fly out by Sunday, and he agreed, that should be your red flag. Y'all both red flagging. He should have saw a red flag in you. You should have saw a red flag in him.
Drinking and stuff, and then it's like 2 a.m, so we decide to go to sleep. So we're both laying down in the bed. I fall asleep, and that's it. Lights out for me. I'm sleeping. And then I wake up at 8 a.m. Really?
I don't know if y'all saw that. She got tattoos all over her hand. You know, I'm just saying. All the girls I know with tattoos on their hand. Freaks.
Realize he's not laying next to me. I come out to my living room. He's not there. I check the door. He left my house with my door unlocked. So I text his phone. Okay, story time. You see this guy phone, and I'm like, hey, you left, and I'm blocked. I go on Instagram. I'm blocked on everything. Blocked on Twitter. Everything. So basically, I'm like, okay, let me go check my stuff because this is really weird. And basically, he robbed me of my Rolex. And something else, I don't know what it was that he took, but I have the video.
Okay, but see, you leaving out something very important. Y'all fell asleep. Why was y'all sleeping? Okay, y'all got drunk. Y'all did y'all smash? Did he smash? Was this nigga an escort? Did you fly this nigga to Tampa and he a light-skinned escort pretty boy? And you got what you wanted, And he knew like, oh, she didn't know. Like sometimes, you know, cause you when you talking to an escort, and look, I'm telling y'all, it's some escorts on Instagram with millions of followers. Don't get it twisted. And 2,500 will get it done. In some cases, 5K, 25 to 5K for some of these girls will get it done. If they really popping, they think they rapping now, they might raise their price up a little bit. But some of them, they semi-famous escorts. Don't say I told you. I'm not saying no names, but what I'm saying is if you got an Instagram page and you can look like you something, or if she met you in a situation, your Instagram page might not be popping, but she met you out before, and you might have heard through the grapevine that her price is $3,400, and she got 1.6 million followers. You might could get it done. What's good, my boy? Shout out from the Bay Area. Much love. Appreciate you, Brandon. You might can get it done. And like I said, sometimes you'll meet an escort, but you don't know they an escort, and they feel like you should get it. So after you sleep with them, they be talking about like where the payment at. So what I'm saying is, did she sleep with this light-skinned nigga, and he was expecting a payment, and he ain't get no money, so he took the rollie.
Go here so you guys can see. And you can see him right here. That's
oh, snap. She got the video. Oh, this nigga went searching around. But see, number two, you let this nigga in your house, baby. You let this nigga in your house.
my purse. He's going through. And he's going through my purse. And then he finds my Rolex.
Did the nigga look up at the camera? Nigga checking, trying to see if it's real.
And he basically steals my watch and puts it on his wrist.
Yeah, he put it on too.
This is the pictures that I took of him at my house.
Okay, nigga had a little Gucci outfit on. Looked like he getting money.
Right before he robbed me. So if you see this guy, if you see him with a Rolex on, a bust down Rolex on, and I'm like,
okay,
X with all diamonds, he stole it from me. Do not trust this guy, okay? Do not let him in your house. Do not let him near you. He is going to rob you. And this is his Instagram. And this is another video of him stuffing something in my house under his shirt and putting it in his bag. If you have any information, let me know.
All right. Now, I still, you know, not that it's important. Yes, he robbed her, because I've been hearing that a lot lately. It's like, oh, it's not important if they smashed. It's important to me if they smashed. It's important to me if they smashed. Because I don't know, man. And see, I'm gonna tell you something like vice versa, because I'm, you know, how many men have been in this situation where you smash something and she take all the money out of your pocket? And if we go to a TikTok and we make a TikTok and we say a woman stole some money out of my pants, you know, don't nobody care about us. And she might not have been a hoe or nothing like that. You know, your girlfriend could steal from you. It's okay. Nobody say nothing about it. You know how many Bape hoodies that's been stolen from me? I used to have a beautiful collection of bathing ape hoodies, 500 a piece. Then by the time that I ain't gonna lie, I tell you the truth, I went broke at one point. I ain't have enough money to afford that type of shit. And I used to think to myself, man, I used to have a lot of Bape hoodies when I was younger and I was getting a little money. I would have so many nice $500 Bape hoodies, and women just took them all. A lot of sweet stuff I had. Females just steal all type of clothes stuff from me. Now that I'm into bags, I got Gucci bags, whatever, all that stuff. I be wearing the men's bags. Like I hold on to all my ish. Now that God is good and I got a little more money, I can afford certain stuff. I hold on to all my ish. No, you can't borrow my bag. No, you can't borrow my hat. If you wear a hoodie that's mine, it's a hoodie that I don't care if you take. But the good debates and the Balenciagas and all that stuff, that's locked up. I've been there before. Now, don't get me wrong, a nigga stole a Rolex from her, a bust down Rolex. What's a bust down Rolex going for? Somewhere between 10 and 20K, depending on the diamond clarity, if it was used. You know, I don't know if she had a payment plan. People getting payment plans for these bust downs. I don't know if she got it from a nigga, because that was my second question. You know, I don't know about her finances, but how did she get the bust down Rolly? A lot of women get watches as gifts. She didn't seem too concerned about the watch. She didn't seem like she earned the money for that watch and it was hers. She seemed like she was in, somebody stole my bust down Rolly. It almost seemed like she had a few Rollies, or she got it for free, so it didn't matter too much. And she's a pretty girl. I can see her getting a Rollie from a nigga. But at the same time, it's just, I know a Rollie is different than some article of clothing. But I just feel like it's a lot of details out of this story that, that I'm missing. Because I still want to know, did bro smash? Did he smash? And what was y'all talking about? And, you the Rolex sugar mama. Was you hyping his head up? Okay, so he not an escort. I was trying to be funny. But some of these females, she looked like the type that might have been the sugar mama for the little light-skinned nigga, right? Was you telling him what you was going to do for him? Was you telling that nigga he could move in? Did that nigga rock your world and blow your back out? Now you telling that nigga he could move to Tampa? I just think it's a lot of details I would like to know. Regardless, the nigga robbed her. And, what did he think? He was going to rob her and she wasn't going to notice? Maybe he thought he would rob her and it'd be like, well, she ain't got no proof I stole her Rolex, so that's just between me and her. He was caught on camera, so. And this is another thing, too. Are you going to press charges against the nigga? You know his Instagram. You know his information. What you running the TikTok for? Was the dick that good? You not pressing no charges? See, yes. This is why I said we need more details, but I thought I would share that one with y'all. Now, let's talk about Cenat. Now, when I was really in the beginning of my situation with YouTube and I was in shock and I was crying and I was upset because of whatever situation I got going on with YouTube, in the midst of that going on, Cenat had gotten to a little issue where a woman was accusing one of his friends of doing some stuff. And regardless of the case, I ain't gonna get too deep into it. Kai didn't do nothing wrong. It might have been an associate of his or whatever. Kai came back to streaming and he was doing his thing. If you don't know who Cenat is, he's probably the biggest Twitch streamer out, and he's black. And I want to say this, a lot of the white people on the Twitch community, they are upset because Kai is getting money and killing it over there. But I'm so happy this young man is killing it with the streaming on Twitch, because it's opening up doors for a lot of black content creators on Twitch. And I don't think a lot of people thought we would see somebody get to the same heights that a lot of the white content creators got to on that platform. Not trying to make it a whole black and white thing, but I got a lot of respect for Kai. And I remember it was a copyright situation I had, and his team hit me up so fast. He has a really great team, and I wish this dude for the best. His team apologized to me over a copyright strike. I ain't never seen that happen. All the times, it's so many celebrities, I ain't gonna go through their names, but they hit you with a copyright strike, and it won't even be a real copyright strike. Cenat's team, I talked to them. I didn't even have to get my people. They wanted to talk to me directly, and I just thought that was a cool thing. So shout out to Kai. I wish him all the success. But he got banned from Twitch. Now I'm assuming this this ban is a short ban, but I was watching his stream the other day. And he a young kid. He just turned 21. I don't know if he ever smoked. He from New York, but his friends got him to do some edibles. And this was the result. Now they said he got banned for doing edibles on stream. And the result was this. Now, as y'all can see, Kai is slumped. Now, I'm not gonna lie, for a second I asked myself, I'm like, is this fake? Is my nigga Kai not really all that messed up? Is he faking it? Da-da-da-da-da. But then, you know, number one, I would assume he would hit up Twitch and be like, you know, it was a prank, da-da-da-da. And maybe they wouldn't care if it was a prank. They would still ban him anyway. But when I saw how slumped he was, he you know, if y'all ever watch DJ Academics, when he get real drunk, he just be, you know, like, I know people say I look like Academics, so Acad be looking like this, all on stream. You know what I saw Kai doing? It looked real. It looked like them edibles hit him, and I don't know too much about edibles. I think I took some fake edibles because it never did nothing to me. A nigga baked some brownies and told me they was edibles and sold them to me for $5, and I bought a few and nothing happened to me. I think that nigga was cap, or maybe I just had a big tolerance for weed, or them edibles wasn't that strong. But it looked like Kai had some really good edibles, and it's funny because somebody hit me up about some edibles the other day. One of my friends, he just had a big box of edibles, like some real edibles, like the real thing in the bag, and it say how many grams of marijuana is in them and stuff like that. But anyway, Kai was eating a whole bunch. Like, he kept eating them and eating them and eating them and eating them. And that's why I'm kind of inclined to believe this might not have been a joke, because I know when you really taking those edibles, and depending on the milligrams or whatnot, you got to be careful, and you got to take a certain amount. You just can't take all the amount in the world of these edibles and think you going to be okay. And my little nigga Kai was slumped out. So he probably got a couple day ban. He'll be back on Twitch soon. But also, speaking of Kai, I guess his homie, Ron Sumo, was on No Jumper. And I wanted to know, is this snitching? I feel like this nigga was snitching. I feel like this nigga was snitching on Kai. And he was talking about what them niggas used to do in New York. And I'm going to tell y'all why this is kind of a little funny to me, because Kai's audience is little kids. Now, Kai's from New York. If you from any type of city, you know that when you from the city, you get into shit. You do mischief. But this nigga Ron Sumo, he was telling everything.
And Kai were best friends. I didn't realize it was like that.
How yeah, like between me and you, like we was together when he having fun, yeah.
Having fun, define having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I heard that story. He was cracking up in the stairwell with.
And how Adam 22 hears all the stories about niggas. Yeah, I heard that story. How you hear about Kai, a young 21-year-old, smashing a chick in the stairway? Like, this nigga Adam, dog, he is the most hip old nigga I know. He know everything. Like when I remember back in the day, he knew all the young rappers who was popping pills. He knew who they was smashing. You know, people. I don't feel like people give Adam 22 enough credit for, you know, just like the way he's kind of ingrained in the hip hop industry. Like, people think academics know everything, and he does. He know a lot of stuff, but Adam been around for a long time too, and he might have a different type of artist that he rocks with him, maybe more underground artists or whatever. But, you know, don't sleep on Adam and his knowledge of the current rap game. I will say that.
Well, with you too?
He called Ron Suno when he wanted the girls, because at the time, like, I've been lit.
But lit in the stairwells, though.
Like,
what kind of do we had in the stairwells?
Yo, that was hotels when we was kids.
Yeah, like, at the time, we didn't have the crib. We didn't have a house. Like, you feel me?
That was a hotel,
we
bro.
had
could have 5.
That's a fact. These niggas in New York, they do treat a stairwell like a room. Like, when we was young, niggas would go to the room. These New York niggas, they go to the stairwell. And I don't know. I don't know. And now, if you ever seen amateur porn, everybody's in the stairwell. And this is my question for New York niggas. How many times, and especially the women, how many times have you been caught getting freaky in a stairwell? But Ron Sumo, he was just putting out all of Kai's business. And I thought that was kind of funny, man. Maybe Kai don't want people to know that he used to be smashing females in a stairwell before he had 100,000 kids watching him on Twitch. But I'm pretty sure he's not mad about it. Not to mention, if you don't know, I think Kai for a fact smashed. What's that superhead name? Tiana Trump. I think he smashed her. Now, I think some of these stories, I'm going to be able to kind of run through these. I thought this was interesting. I'm just pulling up stuff I thought was interesting. Not really crazy, but like I said, I wanted to have a long stream. So, and this kind of reminded me, it took me back to when I was at school. They said a substitute school cafeteria worker, and she a ugly thing too. She looked like one of them big ugly lunch ladies. Not all the lunch ladies was ugly, but a lot of them, they just looked like they ain't have, like, they looked like they was going back to a crack house after school. You know, it just, that's what she looked like. And she looked like she smoked rock. Like, she didn't look like she didn't do the injections. She didn't do the snorting coke. She didn't do the sexy coke on the nose. She looked like she snorted rock. And she probably got crack cocaine teeth. But she was selling marijuana brownies to students. And I just talked about this. It might have been her who sold me them bullshit edibles, okay? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was a teenager, I definitely would have bought them. And they must have been some good weed brownies, because, you know, if it wasn't no weed brownies, if it wasn't no weed in the brownies, I'm assuming she wouldn't have got in trouble. Cause a good hustle would be, if you were an adult, you could get some kids to buy some regular brownies. You could just bake some brownies in your kitchen and then tell them little niggas there's weed in it and they'll buy it, you know? So I don't know, they must have been getting high in class. Nigga lunch is at 3rd hour. By the time 5th hour come, the little niggas be in class like this. They talking about, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, Jaquan? Cause you know she was in a black school. Jaquan, Jaquarius, Jamaica. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all eyes all red? Why y'all niggas laying on the mat like Young Thug? Them niggas was high off brownies and they snitched on her. They snitched on Miss Janelle, whatever her name was. But I just thought that was funny, dog, because I just feel like that's a good hustle. I shouldn't say that's a good hustle. I just feel like that's a believable hustle. A believable hustle. Another thing people was talking about was Doja Cat. Now, Doja Cat was in the news a couple of days ago because she had this crazy-ass red outfit. Actually, this outfit that's right below this. I really ain't wanted to look at this because it looked nasty. It looked like she about to burst. It looked like she got a whole bunch of pimples on. But that's what she been doing lately. She been having a lot of crazy outfits, so she wore an outfit like a boy, and people was talking about it because she had a little fake mustache. Doja Cat just a free spirit. She a wild girl. At this point, I'm not surprised by anything that Doja Cat does. She just be acting wild. I think when she cut her hair off, it was just she do her performance art shit too. Remember, people used to say Kanye, everything he does crazy is performance art. He's giving us art in the way we've never seen it, just real life art. I think Doja Cat is the same way. She do a whole bunch of antics, you know, just for people to watch and talk about, and she go viral. But the thing is about Doja Cat, she don't hurt nobody. And Kanye, he got a habit of hurting people when he do stuff like this. See, Doja Cat, she ain't hurting nobody with her little mustache. She ain't hurting nobody when she cut off her eyebrows and her hair. She in her own little world, and if y'all pay attention to it, so be it. But some of these people, when they do stuff, you know, it's a whole thing where people end up getting hurt, and you know, it ain't the most flattering, if I can say that, you know. But anyway, shout out to Doja Cat, a very funny picture if you ask me. we talked about Julia Fox, poor people apartment. Now this was another big one. Family Guy got in trouble for talking about Nipsey Hussle, and I honestly should have started the live with this because I got some opinions about this. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 more things I want to talk about. At least I think, as long as none of these is copies. Cause sometimes I copy. Yeah. Okay, 5 more things I want to talk about. Cause the last thing I want to talk about is very important and just really very important for Black people as a community. But we'll get to that when we get to it. As I talk about Black people as a community, as I take a sip of my wine. So yeah, Family Guy made a joke about Nipsey Hussle, and I don't think a lot of people care for it. I'll play it for y'all real quick.
Oh, music festival, huh? You think the Von Trapps will stick around to pick up their award this time?
I don't know about them, but they're gonna have holograms of Tupac and also Nipsey Hussle, who I'd never heard of and then was told to care immensely about.
All right, so it was a quick shot at the end. He said, they're gonna have a hologram of Nipsey Hussle, who I never heard about, but I was told to care about. And I know my man's just came in here from the Bay. And I hope this don't offend you because I love Nipsey Hussle. I love Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey. I'm slurring my words now. That whatever I've been drinking is starting to hit me. I love Nipsey Hussle. I was a big fan of Nipsey Hussle, just like I'm a big fan of Dom Kennedy. If you from LA, you know these artists. Nipsey Hussle, before he died, a lot of people would consider him a very well-known underground artist. And I think a lot of people like me used to wonder, well, damn, Nipsey, he cool with Jay-Z, he cool with all these people. You see him hanging out with all of these, big top-tier celebrities. He got the celebrity relationship with, I don't know why his girl's name is not coming to my head. The one everybody used to be in love with her. I forget her name, the little light-skinned girl. But it seemed like he had everything you would need to become a really big mainstream artist. But for whatever, even and the music was really, 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 really good. And the raps, the beats was good, the raps was good, because sometimes you got to say, some niggas got good beats, but they can't rap. Some niggas can rap, and they beats is not good. Nipsey had all of that, but he still was not a mainstream artist. And so when I see this joke, I understand the perspective of a lot of people who was not fans of Nipsey Hussle, and when he died, they saw his name be everywhere. And I don't think it's nothing wrong with, you not knowing who, how many people who still, I like Currency. A lot of y'all don't know who Currency is, and y'all might have heard of him, but y'all don't check for Currency. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that might have heard of Nipsey, but they wasn't checking for him. Dom Kennedy is another one. I'm from Detroit. A lot of people in a certain subsection of Detroit, if you was a skinny jean, Vans wearing nigga like me and you wore Levi denim jackets and shit like that, you was a fan of Wiz Khalifa, Currency, Dom Kennedy, all of those kind of underground rappers, Nipsey Hussle. But everybody wasn't hip to that. And so, yeah, when Nipsey died, a lot of people who didn't know about him got put on to him. And I'm so happy that, when the good brother died, a lot of people knew about his music. But y'all might be thinking, okay, you rambling, what's your point? My point is that when you have incredible artists, we need to appreciate them before they die. Nipsey was an incredible artist, and he deserved to see some of that love while he was alive. And yeah, he got it in his city. And yeah, he got it when he toured and he went to his shows. But, you know, I know a lot of people say this. God, it would have been good for Nipsey to see some of that love that he got after he passed away, and some of the people who started streaming his music, and they put some of those songs in their playlists, some of the songs that I was rocking with. And you know, like, I could go through them, bro. It's like, I ain't gonna go through all the songs. How many songs do I got a Nipsey in my Spotify like list and songs that I go back to? I got a good solid 20, but a lot of them off that Crenshaw album. That Crenshaw, oh my God, bro. When that Crenshaw album came out, it was different. Mailbox Money album was fire. Victory Lap, that was the one that really, I think just really started really getting people on to Nipsey, man. But Nipsey was really killing it, man. Like, for a long time, and he deserved to see some of that love before he passed away. So this joke, why I can understand how it bothers a lot of people, because now that Nipsey died, he's a legend to a lot of people. He don't deserve to be put into the butt of anybody's joke, and that's cool. And look, Family Guy and South Park and shows like this, they've always, you know, they've always been these shows that, you know, they tiptoe over the line, right? They make jokes about, you know, the Ukraine. They make jokes about the president. They make jokes about Michael Jackson and his vitiligo. These shows always, you know, they made these type of jokes that might be inappropriate, but, you know, I thought we got to this point where comedy was comedy. That's the same argument you can have about Dave Chappelle and people getting upset with him about some of his LGBTQ comments. It should be all fair if it's in the pursuit of laughter and it's in the realm of comedy, right? But I think the biggest lesson we learn from that is we got to appreciate our legends while they still here. Now, I'm going to skip this one about Trippie Redd. But shout out to Trippie Redd. I guess some people was booing him. They wanted his money back, and I kind of feel bad for Trippie. I'm a fan of Trippie, just like I'm a fan of Playboi Carti. I would like to see Trippie Redd way bigger than he is right now. But I think his main issue was he took a really long break. And I don't know why he did that, but sometimes you take a real long break and, you know, you might not be able to come back. Just like with this YouTube stuff. I was damn near gone for 2 weeks. And, you know, you got to come back and get back into the fold. I might have been gone for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe close to a month. You got to get back into the fold. Now, you an artist and you take 3-4 years off, maybe 2-3 years off. It's hard to get that momentum that you had back. And I think every time Trippie Redd got some momentum, he slowed down. So, yeah, it was some people booing at his concert asking for a refund. But I think that's what happens, all right? Y'all know I love talking about these crazy pastors. We got a pastor claiming that he died and temporarily went to hell. And he said they played Umbrella by Rihanna repeatedly to torture him. Now, I don't know what it is about these preachers. We had the one preacher who was telling his congregation that they should buy him a Rolex watch or something like that. We had another preacher who was saying Beyonce was the devil. And now we got another one saying that he went to hell and they was playing Rihanna to torture him. I don't know what's going on in the church world right now, where all of these pastors feel like they need to clickbait. We just had the one pastor who was scamming and stealing from old ladies. He ended up getting in trouble. I don't know what's up with him, Whitehead. I heard that, you know, he fighting that case or whatever. That's cool. But I just feel like the pastors is just too... I don't even want to know this nigga name. I can look to... Oh, the nigga from Michigan too. Damn. Nigga from Michigan too. Now I'm interested. All right. Gerald Johnson, a Michigan priest who says that he temporarily died in 2016 due to a heart attack and found himself in the realm of Satan. Why would a priest end up there, you ask? Yeah, why would you end up there? You better not been doing what them niggas be doing over there in Europe and in the Vatican. If you know, you know. You know, keep your little kids away from them. Why would a priest end up there? That's not even funny to joke about. God forgive me. Who knows? Certainly not Gerald himself, who was surprised at the turn his afterlife was taking, especially when he realized that Rihanna was hell's headline act. So when he went to hell, the headline was Rihanna, and she was playing Umbrella. My spirit left my physical body, says Gerald Johnson. The priest says in a recent TikTok. Nigga was on TikTok talking about that. You know, I read enough. Because they always want clout. It's not like you said this in the article and it went viral. He put it on TikTok that Rihanna was playing Umbrella in hell. I don't know. What happened to ministry? What happened to the old fat lady on the pulpit telling you to love everybody and brothers and sisters? Now we just got niggas who want to go viral. All right, we talked about JT. All right, so yeah, these are the last two stories. Now, I read this headline. I'm not going to get too deep into this. I got one main thing I want to say about this. So it says the cops were called to Britney Spears' house after she deletes her IG account. Now, if y'all haven't been looking at Britney Spears on social media, and I think she's out of her conservatorship, I think that's what they call it. And every time you see Britney Spears, she's dancing real crazy and half naked. It's almost like she's trying to relive her glory days, and she's not it no more. And it makes you think, I hate to say this, if maybe she needed to be in that type of program where somebody was looking out for her and unfortunately or fortunately had her best interest in mind. I see her now one time she was naked just dancing on Instagram. Why? And I don't think she got banned for doing that either. White privilege. Anyway, I just see her and she don't look right. She don't look like she all the way there. I'm not going to say she on drugs, but I will say maybe the drugs that she did in the past has taken a toll on her mind and her mental health. And yeah, I don't think millions of dollars is a responsibility that she can handle. I'm being honest with you. Just when I see everything, what she's doing on social media, you know, it looks like it's more than you trolling and trying to be funny. It looks like she's serious. Like she's seriously trying to do the bye bye bye. What was her song back in the day? She trying to do all these routines, and it looked like she needs some help. And so instead of laughing at her and, you know, calling her a joke, I hope somebody helps her. I don't know if her sister can step in or if her mother can step in. Maybe her and her father can, fix their relationship. I don't know what the exact story was behind her conservatorship. I don't know if her father was recklessly spending money, but if he didn't lose her money and lose her fortune and kept her alive and kept her off of drugs, you know, when you look at what she's doing on social media and some of the things you hear about Britney, maybe that was for the best. And I hate to say that because you never want somebody's freedom to be taken away from them. But I hope people are really looking closely towards Britney Spears, all right? Now, the last story I'm going to get into, and before we get into this, I want to say once again, this stream was sponsored by HelloFresh. Make sure y'all check out the link in the description. You know, it really helps the brother out. And if you get some HelloFresh, man, go get you some of them free meals, free shipping, use the code, all of that. HelloFresh, look, mix and match the food how you want it, and it's pretty good. It's it's the #1 food kit in America. They send your stuff fresh. You can cook it yourself. All your ingredients come. It's easy. It ain't no overcomplicated thing. You ain't got to be a chef, and they not even really paying me to boost them up at the end of the stream. I got paid for the beginning of the stream, but I'm still telling y'all to rock with them because I wouldn't have took them on as a sponsor if they was some BS. All right, the food is good. It comes on time. It's fresh. That's the best you can hope for. I've been to grocery stores in Michigan. Unfortunately, I think this is the thing all across the country since COVID. You go to some of these grocery stores and some of this meat is spoiled and rotten. Who want to deal with that? You don't got to worry about that with HelloFresh. You can skip the grocery store. I think somebody said each meal, when you do like how they send you meals, it's like meal prep in a way. Each meal is like $4. And I'm talking about these is like good meals, steak, salmon, ramen, meatballs, some type of pizzas, all types of chickens, probably multiple different types of steaks. Because I know from the ones I've seen, but I know they do seasonal recipes as well. Wintertime, springtime, different recipes. Check them out, all right? And if you just check them out for me, I'll appreciate it. Last thing we're going to talk about is the 5 Memphis police officers who were fired and they in jail, and they've been charged of beating a young man by the name of Tyrese Nichols to death. And ahead of his release, body camera video of his arrest, so they saw the body cam footage. Now, the footage hasn't come out yet. I'm hearing that the family is going to put out the footage on Monday. I'm letting y'all know when the footage come out. I will not be playing it, and I will not be putting it on my channel. But as you guys can see, 5 black men beat this man to death. Now, what concerns me is now you're going to have a lot of people looking at this, and they're going to say, well, what are black people going to say now that is 5 black people beating on a defenseless black man? And I'm going to tell you, I'm a little disappointed in us as a community because this story is not that big. If these were white cops, I would hear a lot of commotion about it. And I'm not saying that's wrong or right, but what I'm saying is if we as black people want the world to hold people accountable, we got to hold these 5 niggas accountable just as much as we will hold some white cops accountable. I just want to say that. But I don't see everybody, I don't see Shea Butter Twitter, all on Twitter doing they most, I don't see a whole bunch of Black Lives Matter tweets. It's almost like this was a story for a day or two and ain't nobody really talking about it. Now, when the footage come out, I'm pretty sure the story will get hyped back up. But I want anybody black who watches my stream to follow my suit. If when the footage come out and it looks horrible and these black men just beat this dude to death, we got to hold them accountable just like we will hold some of these white police officers accountable, because the next time a white police officer does something to a family member, a loved one, or one of your black brothers and sisters, you want people to take it serious. And if it looks like we playing sides about different colors and who black and who white, and if it looks like we don't care about justice, which it should be about, that could be an issue. That's all I wanted to say. I thank everybody who stuck it out with me for these 3 hours. This is the longest live I did. I think I've been live since 4:30. The live went off. We came back. And I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all check out HelloFresh. I appreciate them for sponsoring the stream. And I will see y'all next time, man. I hope y'all didn't get tired of me talking too much. And if my microphone too loud, somebody gotta let me know one day too. Somebody hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. Say never gave up. Your mic is too loud. Because I heard that a few times. I do some adjustments, but I hope it might just be me. I might just be a loud nigga. But I will see y'all next time. Like the video if you can, please. I appreciate y'all. Love, blessings, all that.